The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Sports.
Thanks to our sponsors in today's game: Holman Auto Sales, National Exchange Bank and Trust, New Medical Center, Waupun Equipment Company, All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, The Other Bar, Dentistry of Wisconsin, C. Bruxma Electric, American Family Insurance Agent Christine File, Ergo Bank, The Boathouse, Randolph Family Dental, Ace in the Hole, Randolph Health Services, Marshview Vet Clinic, and Roberts Brothers Painting.
The complete broadcast schedule can be found at radioplusinfo.com.
Good evening and welcome to Randolph High School. I'm Steve Witterhack. He's Randy Armgate, and we are ready to bring you some postseason football for the Randolph Rockets. We've done about 3 games earlier in the season right here in this broadcast booth, and a great place to call from. Got about half of the press boxes ours in here, but they're always very hospitable in Randolph. But the beginning of the postseason, Randolph getting a number 2 seed. They get to host the first game, and that hasn't happened for Randolph in the past. So they finally got to host a game, and they're taking on a team from well up north from here, Crivitz. I've never done a game for any sports with Crivitz involved in it, the Crivitz Wolverines. And Randolph sitting at 7-2 on the season. They had that big win last week against Oshkosh Lords, so it really bought them this home field advantage that they got here today, even though I see Lords has a home game too, and they're starting as a number 3 seed. And so we'll see what happens with them tonight. But Randolph getting a home game. Tom Chase happy about that. And Crivitz had to make the long drive down to Randolph, and they are 6-4 in the season out of the Northwoods Conference, and getting set to take on the Randolph Rockets. And a perfect night compared to what we had last week with all the rain and the wind blowing in. This looks like a perfect night for football. Cool enough and just everything perfect, I think, for a nice game here tonight for both teams that like to run.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. And I think having that home field can be a huge advantage tonight. I've gone through Crivitz a lot of times over the last 15 years, and that's about a 2.5-hour ride with a vehicle and on a bus. I know they have a really nice coach bus they brought here, so they were comfortable, but that's got to be 2.5+ hours on a bus. It still takes a little out of you, and it's hard to get yourself going, get your blood pumping early in a game.
Yeah, looking forward to bringing you this game here. It's been a great week. I've called a couple of Laconia volleyball matches, and we've got one coming up tomorrow. Jeff Sauer on the video streaming. He's been covering the Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders, who lost in the second round in the semifinals, and be covering Oakfield coming up tomorrow night. So it's a busy week. We call it our busiest week that we have during the year with the sports that we're covering. But I love it. Bring it on. It's always a lot at stake. Every game could be your last game, and right. And it's a lot of emotions in there. I just love everything about playoff sports.
Yeah, and it's always a big time for seniors especially. You don't want to go out, today or maybe even next week, but you're always fighting for that one more game, that one more chance, and maybe the dream of making the state tournament. There's so many things and emotions that go through a young person's mind, and the seniors are always going to lay it out here on tournament time.
Ken, this is the Holman Auto Sales pregame show, and got a chance to talk to Tom Chase, the head coach of the Randolph Rockets, earlier in the week, and he's going to talk about his opponents. He's going to talk about what he thinks of his team, how they played last week, and that nice win over Oshkosh Lords, beating them by a score of, I think, 30-24 in that ball game. So, again, he'll be talking about that with his interview. That's just a few minutes away, and you're tuned in to Randolph Rocket Football on RP Sports.
Routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services. Choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Holman family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Holman.
A reputation for being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat Zero-Turn Mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown today, your official Bobcat dealer.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. We believe in a holistic approach, combining cutting-edge therapies and lifestyle changes that can slow down, stop, or even reverse the progression of your disease to help you live your life to the fullest. Don't let peripheral neuropathy hold you back. Take the first step towards a pain-free life. Call New Medical Center today at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. Because you deserve to live without pain.
Randolph Family Dental understands families. Dr. Ross Werner and his daughters, Dr. Madeline Werner and Dr. Muriel Werner Didman, are there to take care of all of your family's dental needs. They are committed to the highest level of care for their patients. And Randolph Family Dental is currently taking new patients. Call them at 920-326-3191 or visit them at their new facility at 130 Progress Drive in Randolph. Randolph Family Dental is a proud supporter of Randolph sports.
Summers in Wisconsin. One day it's 70 and sunny, the next day humid and 100. Stay one step ahead with All-Phase because your comfort is our priority. Hi, this is Bucky with All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Columbia, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Our family-owned business is here for you in all seasons. We have over 25 years in the field. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, providing your comfort zone for all season. The Randolph Booster Club would like to say congratulations, Randolph, on a great season. They'd like to wish the Rockets best of luck in today's playoff game. Since its inception, the Randolph Booster Club has raised more than $250,000 from organized events and donations from members, all which have made their way back to the community for youth athletics. The Randolph Booster Club. Good luck, Rockets, in your game today.
Paul has one blue thing on his ankle, on his shin, and the other one. Okay, we are back. A little trouble with our audio with the interview with Tom Chase, but he did talk about his ball team, and he's very proud of the way they're playing right now, and they really have came together as a real nice, complete team, and they're there for each other. They got each other's backs. He likes that, and really knows he's got a great bunch of young men, so he's happy about how they played against a good team last week and where their mindset is going into the postseason. And said the team that they're going to be playing here today with the Crivitz Wolverines, they've got a couple of punishing running backs, they said, back there. So they're bigger guys. Looking at that, at their running backs that they have, they've got Tegan Werner, he's 5'11", 160. They've got Brady McNeil, 5'11", 181, a sophomore. And also 6-foot TJ Miller, and he's 196 pounds. So they've got some beef back there, and that's big for a high school kid, being right around that 200-pound mark.
Yeah, and just to go back a little bit about last week, I know that was going to be part of that interview that we can't get up, but what a game that was. You and I had the pleasure of covering that, and that was a game where we said whoever has the ball last might win that thing, and it turned out 30-24. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, there was only one punt in that game, maybe two at the end, but there was not a punt until the fourth quarter. Halfway through the fourth quarter, Randolph finally got a stop, and the defense made some adjustments and really performed well. So I thought last week's game was super entertaining to be a part of.
Yeah, Randolph trailed with that last second score, 11 seconds left in the half, and Randolph Lourdes scores, and they take the lead just before halftime. But Randolph kind of figured it out. They had to adjust to the passing game, and they kind of knew where they were trying to get those passes about, anywhere from 4 to 8 yards down the field, those little outs that they had, and they started covering those better, and they put a lot of pressure on the quarterback too, and they made the adjustments, and it was Lourdes that couldn't stop the running game of Randolph. Randolph didn't even throw the ball once in the game, zero passes in the game, but they put up some big yards offensively for Randolph. In that ball game, they ran for 365 yards altogether, and no pass yards because they didn't pass the ball, but a nice game for Carter Meredith. He had 18 carries for 110 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Ben Paul has been kind of those two guys as their main running backs. He had 131 yards on 19 carries, and he also had 11 tackles to lead the team. He's a beast in the defensive backfield, and he's the sophomore on the team. That's right. He's going to be a nice player over these next couple of years. So again, the running game working on all cylinders against Lourdes, a team they could end up playing coming up next week if both Lourdes and Randolph win their games here tonight.
Yeah, and that could be anybody's game that night if it would come down to that. But yeah, you're pretty fortunate when you got Meredith and Paul going for over 250 between the two of them rushing the ball. And I don't know if I've ever been part of or seen a high school football game where a team didn't even attempt one pass.
Not one pass.
It wasn't no completions. They never even put the ball in the air. And they said, we're going to run it. We're going to run it straight at you between the tackles a lot. We're going to run some counter action, and then we're going to run some option with Carter Meredith, who we see do that to perfection at times. So
you can't forget about Nick Kutzman and Jacob Kyle, their two wingbacks. Right. I mean, they put up some numbers, too, and you throw those guys in the mix. 72 yards on 9 carries for Kutzma, and for Jacob Kyle, he had 8 carries, 52 yards. 8 tackles defensively, 2 touchdowns for him. So you throw that whole thing in the mix, and that adds up to 365 yards of rushing they had in that game against Lourdes. And they do well. They run their offense perfectly. The misdirection plays that they have, or just they got the guy that can just take it right up the gut with Ben Paul to get those tough yards up the middle, and he was hard to bring down last week.
Yeah, and he's a special player. When you see him, walking out here like we have the opportunity before a game, he's built low to the ground. He's got great legs underneath him, and he's just that prototypical running back size guy, and he's going to have a lot of success before his career is over here at Randolph. But yeah, it would be interesting tonight. We see maybe Randolph, you come out in the first play or two, you throw one down the field deep, because they're scouting the heck out of you for this game. I said I'd come out and throw it about 4 times in the first set and see what happens.
I see the officials are doing jumping. What do we do for a warm up before we come out here?
We walked up the stairs.
Yeah, I guess that was a lot walking up the stairs. Jeff already got his weightlifting in with all his equipment that he brings up here, and so I stretched the little hamstrings out and I Achilles a little bit there, so I'm ready to go.
We're spoiled, I know that, because we have a nice heater. I can't see it probably on camera. We have a beautiful heater right here. We have the windows out, but we are comfortable. We're in just light sweaters here.
Well, if you look at Jeff's sitting with a short sleeve shirt on. He's just got a little polo shirt on here. So we're all pretty comfortable and ready to bring you some good high school football. Let's take another break. It's Randolph here in a Level 1 Division 7 football game at home, and they're taking on the Wolverines of Crivitz. And we'll have a little bit more of our pregame show than our game tonight here at Randolph High School on RP Sports.
Roberts Brothers Painting of Randolph is a proud supporter of Randolph Rockets athletics. Family owned and operated since 1958, the Roberts Brothers have the skills, knowledge, and techniques to get your exterior paint job done right, no matter your painting needs. Roberts Brothers Painting uses the finest materials and equipment to guarantee a professional job that you'll be proud of. For more info, visit robertsbrotherspainting.com or give Hugh or Paul, the Roberts Brothers, a call at 326-5103 or 326-6214 for all of your exterior painting needs. File Supper Club invites you to gather your friends and celebrate Oktoberfest with them every Saturday through November 4th. They lay out a table of all-you-can-eat German comfort food like schnitzel, stuffed cabbage rolls, goulash, potato pancakes, hearty rye rolls, and more. Don't forget File's 15-foot salad bar. Also, be sure to sample their Oktoberfest beverages. Reserve your table ahead of time by calling 920-326-5544. It's an Oktoberfest celebration each Saturday through November 4th at File Supper Club, south of Randolph, on Highway 73.
Okay, Steve Witterhack along with Randy Armiget back here at the Randolph High School again. Randolph getting set to take on Crivitz, the Wolverines, in this Level 1 football game, and kind of waiting to see Carter Meredith, the quarterback, one of the key components for the Randolph Rockets. I got one of our messages that came over, and thanks to Savannah, always tuning in. So hello, Savannah. And she says that Carter is leaving his dad's wedding early to be able to play tonight. And groomsman to quarterback in the same day, but Savannah, he's not out here yet.
It doesn't look like he's here. He's probably, as you said, feverishly putting his cleats on and his stuff, and he's going to sprint onto the field and be ready to
with his cape on, and Superman's here.
He's a defense, too. He's a defensive back, so he's a very critical part of this football team, but we have not seen him yet tonight.
He looks like the quarterback, or the coaches aren't looking back towards behind the bleachers here where they get ready in the shed, so he must be getting ready right now is what we're hoping. And key component to the team, he makes all his decisions on the option plays and whether he's going to pitch it out or keep it. And so we'll see what happens with that, because they have Levi Cook, their backup quarterback, kind of taking snaps right here, but I don't see number 5 on the field right now, Savannah. So, but we're just about ready to get going here in the national anthem, and we'll come back in just a few minutes for the beginning of tonight's game, a Level 1 Division 7 football game in Randolph. It's Crivitz, the Wolverines, on the road to take on the Randolph Rockets here on RP Sports.
And Steve with us here at the Other Bar, Main Street in Waupun. We invite people to stop on by. Weather cooling down a little bit here. Hot plate specials are just warming up.
Right, hot plate specials, homemade soups, burger or sandwich of the week specials. Check us out here. Check us out on Facebook. All kinds of different things going on. And we sold so much Oktoberfest, it's starting to transition out a little bit. We'll still have some on tap, but moving into some more heavier, hardier, darker winter-type beers coming in here too. So check that out also.
Of course, big Wisconsin sports weekend coming up Saturday and Sunday. Pack back in action on Sunday against Denver.
Yep, cheer on the Packers. Always got something going on for the game. Wings, obviously, big thing on Sundays along with the game. Usually a little bit of giveaway specials, whatever they tend to come up with here, and drink specials also with it. So check all that stuff out too.
And homemade pizzas, of course, always on the menu, right?
Homemade pizzas on the menu. Try to get some homemade pizzas out at halftime as long as our kitchen's not too buried. But yeah, it's something that's always good to try out. And obviously we do all that stuff for carryout too, so feel free to call us up and come pick them up. Thanks, Nick. Have a good day.
The Boathouse Pub and Eatery on the shores of Fox Lake serves lunch and supper with the best view of Fox Lake. Their menu gives you many delicious options like burgers, pizza, nachos, chicken, sandwiches, wraps, and so much more. The Boathouse has great specials Monday through Saturday, including all-you-can-eat chicken wings, all-you-can-eat spaghetti, burgers and fries, tacos, and of course their amazing fish fry. Bring your friends or make new ones at the Boathouse Pub and Eatery on Chief Kuno Trail, Fox Lake. Visit Ace in the Hole in Randolph to experience a warm atmosphere for a round of golf. They have 2 true golf simulators. Or do you prefer another sport? Test your hitting skills with Rally Baseball. Also enjoy slapshot hockey, breakaway soccer, foot golf, disc golf, bowling, zombie dodgeball, or have a Wild West shootout. Ace in the Hole offers a controlled environment to enjoy your favorite sports all year round. Visit their website to set up a tee time at acegolfsims.com. That's acegolfsims.com. Or call Jeff at 608-516-6067.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Wisconsin.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Marshview Veterinary Clinic is a proud supporter of the student athletes of the Randolph Rockets. The team at Marshview is happily accepting new patients for wellness and surgery. We're also pleased to offer emergency and urgent care services for pets throughout the community. Dr. Jeff Hookstead, Dr. Jackie McIntyre, Dr. Colby McIntyre, and the friendly staff at Marshview look forward to seeing you and your four-legged companions. Go Rockets!
Robert. Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
And now the starting lineups for your Randolph. We are back at Randolph High School. They just announced the starters or the seniors or whoever it was for Crivitz. Crivitz 6-4 in the season. They got beat pretty good last week by the team that won the Northwoods, O'Connell Falls, by a score of 36-14. Caden Claver, the quarterback, he threw 4 passes in the game, 2 for 4 for 34 yards, 10 rushes for 51, so he will take off. And there comes Carter Meredith. That's good to see him. The fans all see him coming from, I guess, his dad's wedding, so Savannah did not lie. He is here, so everybody's happy to see that. And TJ Mueller, one of the running backs, had 16 carries for 51 yards. Tegan Warner, 40 carries for 27 yards. And Brady McNeil, 6 carries for 17 yards. So it wasn't like they we're putting a lot of yards on the board running. Of course, they were playing against O'Connell Falls. That probably really held their offense down last week.
Yeah, that's right. And I don't know if I've ever seen anything quite like this.
Yeah,
Carter Meredith sprinting onto the field, literally within 2 minutes of the start of the game, and obviously a very important obligation he came from. So kind of cool. We'll see if he's jacked up or what, how he handles this emotionally.
Flair for the dramatics, Mr. Meredith out there. Just looking at Crivitz here on the GPS, 2 hours and 23 minutes to drive there, 157 miles away and straight north of Green Bay and
141.
Marinette.
Right up on 141.
Yeah, that's
been
where it's
there.
at.
Made a lot of trips to watch my son play college basketball at Michigan Tech. We always would stop at Crivitz.
Yeah.
Kind of the halfway point for us, take a little break, and then finish our trip. So very familiar with that area. Lake country, some beautiful.
Go slide down just a little bit, so I can kind of go. I'm going to be going between this thing here.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so. But yeah, we got Carter Meredith back, so that's good to see. But he didn't get to warm up at all, so he didn't get to go through all the nice warm-up things you do and throwing the ball. Of course, you don't have to warm your arm up if you're not going to throw a whole lot.
Yeah, you said 4 passes for Crivitz last week. That's 4 more than Randolph threw.
Yeah, that's right.
So what we're hearing is very similar teams, very similar styles of running the football, and I think Carter might be getting his arm loose right now.
Usually on the kickoff, one of the guys that's out there, he's receiving the kickoff. Randolph will receive first as we get going here. And interesting events there, but
quite a dynamic event. Yeah, at his dad's wedding. Yeah, that's cool. Glad we got that info from Savannah. But yeah, he has made it with a minute to spare.
Okay, back to receive deep with those pink socks that we can see from a mile away. Nicholas Kutzma, the deep guy, back.
Kicking off for the Wolverines, number 3,
And it'll be Caden Claver as the quarterback. He'll be kicking off too, which you see quite a bit. Usually the most athletic guy can do everything well. So Claver will kick off. We'll see what kind of a leg he's got. And just trying for the onside kick, and Randolph will jump on it about the 47-yard line. So kind of a little trickery trying to get that ball back right away, but that gives Randolph some very good field position. And here we go. Randolph taking on Crivitz. We got the enrollments for both schools. What was about 220, 230 or something?
235 it says for this current year for Crivitz, for the Wolverines. And I looked up Randolph, they are at 189.
Yeah.
So 40, 45-ish, 46 more students at Crivitz. I think they encompass a large area, mileage-wise, because there's not a lot going on there. I don't know what's going on.
And a timeout right away is being taken. So timeout for the Randolph Rockets. We'll do the same back in 30 seconds with more Randolph football on RP Sports.
File Supper Club invites you to gather your friends and celebrate Oktoberfest with them every Saturday through November 4th. They lay out a table of all-you-can-eat German comfort food like schnitzel, stuffed cabbage rolls, goulash, potato pancakes, hearty rye rolls, and more. Don't forget File's 15-foot salad bar. Also, be sure to sample their Oktoberfest beverages. Reserve your table ahead of time by calling 920-326-5544. It's an Oktoberfest celebration each Saturday through November 4th at File Supper Club, south of Randolph on Highway 73.
Okay, a little extra time for Carter Meredith to get set and get on the field and made that dramatic entrance just as they were kind of announcing the team for Randolph. So see how he is. He's a very athletic player and definitely a key to that Randolph success and really distributes the ball well. So we will see how this all works out for Randolph early in the ball game. Looks like Kyle's going to get it around the left side, and he's going to take it up right near midfield, just short of the 50-yard line. He'll pick up about 3 yards on the play, makes it a 2nd down and 7 for the Rockets, just short of midfield.
Yeah, as you said, if Randolph doesn't throw the ball very often or at all, I guess Carter doesn't need to worry about warming the arm up, just going to get those legs and hips loose.
So Kutzman's taking around the right side, just a simple around, and he's on his feet. Yeah, crosses the 40-yard line, gets tripped up. At about the 35-yard line, he'll go down, but a nice, just simple pitch out around the right side for Kutzman, who started on the left side in motion and got the pitch out, and so somebody just tripped him up. Otherwise, he could have possibly took it right to the end zone. Gets it down to the 36-yard line of the Wolverines.
That may have been a touchdown saving tackle, the old grabbing the shoelaces there.
And Meredith's got it and being chased in the backfield, nowhere to go, and he just keeps on getting hit by Wolverines, about 4 or 5 of them all around him, and didn't get anywhere. Actually loses maybe about 5 or maybe about 4 yards on the play. Second down and 14 to go now for Randolph.
See the name Wolverines makes me think of the movie Red Dawn with Patrick Swayze.
With it on his feet, crosses up close to the 30 before he's knocked out of bounds. Looks like they're going to give him the 30-yard line on that. So a good chunky yards back, about a 9-yard carry, and it's now a third down and about 4 yards to go for the Randolph Rockets.
Yeah, very manageable now.
Yeah.
You can run it in the middle if you want. You can run some option.
Big third down play. Ball sitting right at the 30-yard line of the Wolverines, and they're just going to hand it right up the middle. Looks like maybe Ben Paul. Looks like he's not going. That was that Kyle got the carry and got it just short of the 35-yard line. Yeah, they're going to say that is kind of eyeing it up right now with the head referee. Yeah, they're going to say fourth down now for Randolph, and maybe a little short of a yard to go. Unless they're going to measure it. Yeah,
they are.
They are going to bring it over there, all the way on the other side of the field. So,
yeah, it's playoff time. You want to get the calls right, and it's going to probably be accurate. At the line right there, you should be able to see almost.
Some good choices if you don't quite make it of guys who could carry this ball and see if we can get you about a half a foot or inches. We'll see how. It's definitely short.
2 feet. We're going to say 2. We're going to say 27 inches. How's that?
Yeah. Okay. Randolph, of course, will go for it. Both teams very similar. They both run pretty much close to the same offense, so it's going to be probably a quick game as the clock's going to keep on running with all the running going on. But we're still not down to 2 minutes into the game yet. So.
Fourth down and less than a yard. They still go from shotgun. That's what they do.
Yeah, they're going to give it to Ben Paul. He gets a little shove for Meredith, and he doesn't need it. He's just taking people with him, and there's a flag as he's heading up the field as he's being tackled. So hopefully for Randolph, maybe face mask or something along the way, but boy, Ben Paul, what a stud, going right up the middle and just carrying people with him. Got a kick out of Meredith, gives him a little shove as he hands him the ball and gives him a shove through the line, but he didn't need it.
It is a face mask. You are correct.
Yeah, because I thought it was on the tackle. That's what he was looking at, and can't see anybody having an illegal block in the middle of that, the carnage that was happening out there. Wolverines laying everywhere after that. Well, first and goal now with the ball at the 5-yard line after that nice run, then a face mask penalty on the end of that, and Randolph now sitting at a first down and goal at the 5-yard line.
Yeah. Half the distance penalty, so it's a nice position to be in there, first and goal from about 4.5.
And again, giving it to Paul, and referee's going to throw a flag as that's coming around, and might be on Randolph. I don't know. They're going to call. Can you give a guy a shove? Is that an issue?
Yeah, you can push. You can't pull, I think, is what the rule is. You can't pull a guy from the front side forward, but you can push from the back.
It was very early in that play that he threw it.
A lot of lengthy discussion here by the officials. Yeah, we've seen Carter Meredith do that in the past as he hands it off, and that option just get in the middle of Ben's back. illegal shift.
Okay, that's going to bring it back 5 yards.
Illegal motion against the Rockets, moves it back to the 10.
Okay, it'll be a first down and goal with the ball now sitting at the 10-yard line. So just had doubled their difficulty now and trying to get one in the end zone to get the first score in the ball game. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Going for the same play.
Yeah, oh man, I tell you, nobody can take down Ben Paul. He just breaks some tackles at the line of scrimmage, cuts to his right and into the end zone for the Randolph Rockets. First score for the Rockets with 9:29 left in the first quarter. Nice blocking up front, gave him a nice hold, and he just shifted off to the right a little bit. Nobody there and into the end zone for Ben Paul.
My thoughts exactly. You have to credit the big fellows up front. They're doing the job. Early on here tonight, gaping holes for the running backs to run through.
Enough going for the 2-point conversion and into the end zone. The Rockets looks like Kyle on the carry takes it into the end zone. 2-point conversion good, and Randolph now leading 8-0. Just about 2.5 minutes into the ball game. We'll take a break. Come back with more Randolph Rocket football right after this on RP Sports.
Randolph Booster Club would like to say congratulations, Randolph, on a great season. They'd like to wish the Rockets best of luck in today's playoff game. Since its inception, the Randolph Booster Club has raised more than $250,000 from organized events and donations from members, all which have made their way back to the community for youth athletics. The Randolph Booster Club. Good luck, Rockets, in your game today.
Impressive drive for the Randolph Rockets, getting the ball in good field position at their own 46-yard line to start out that drive, and then a couple little setbacks along the way with Meredith losing some yards and a penalty, but they still pretty impressively take it in the end zone. 2-point conversion good, and Randolph leads 8-0 here with 9:29 left in the first quarter.
And that was a drive highlighted by that offensive line, as you said, the running backs getting the glory, but I'll tell you what, they weren't really touched much. They were able to get through that initial line of scrimmage and into the secondary in a hurry. Nice job by the big fellows making some holes.
From what we saw them earlier in the season, I mean, I think Randolph's just a lot more physical, punishing team than what we saw early in the season. The confidence there and everybody doing their part and the line doing their part, and it's just all kind of working in unison for them right now. In the kick for Randolph, Caleb Cook, with usual kickoff duties. Goes with a little roller up the field, taking some good bounces, and finally taken right about the 28-yard line. And Randolph down there quickly to cover it up. Ball was returned by Zachary Zimmer. And we'll get to see the offense for the Wolverines for the first time in the ball game.
Yeah, not a big team physically. A lot of smaller guys, around 150 pounds. Even their linemen are not real big.
We have a nice tall wide receiver out there with Jackson Flowers, 6'6" senior, split out to the left side. And very familiar formation here with the two wing backs and kind of running wide receiver on both sides. Ball sitting at the 37-yard line to start out this drive with the Wolverines.
Some type of clock issue maybe, not sure. Official looking up here at the booth. Well, we're getting the thumbs up.
Yeah, there's got a coach down there looking on his phone. That's who he was having a conversation with, so very strange.
Yeah, still kind of looking up here, but he's calling home. I don't know. They're playing right now anyway. And nice job by Randolph's interior defense, keeping that run to about maybe a yard gain up to the 39-yard line. A second down and a long 8 yards to go.
On the carry, gets 2 yards on the play, 2nd and 8.
And TJ Miller in the backfield. You got Caden Claver as their quarterback. Everybody wearing pink socks over there for them. Fake handoff and a last-second pitch out. And getting a first down and more on the carry is Tegan Werner, 5'11" senior. A nice play, a fake handoff up the middle. pitch out last second by Clavert and getting it over to Tegan Werner, and he got himself a nice gain into Randolph territory. So we're going to see a lot of the same stuff we see on the Randolph side with the Wolverines.
Yeah, a lot of triple action, triple option action.
Ball in Randolph territory at the 45-yard line of Randolph. This one they're just going to take right up the middle. T.J. Miller with a carry. He's going to pick up maybe 2 yards, possibly 3 on the play. Gets it up to about the 42-yard line.
Number 15, T.J. Miller.
Miller, that's the guy you were mentioning, 6 foot, 196. That's a pretty good sized running back in high school.
Okay, a second down and 7 yards to go. He gave him a little more than I thought he was really actually got, but they put it up another yard up the field. Second down and 7. Going to take it up the gut again. Another handoff over to Mueller, and he's breaking tackles and carrying Randolph Rockets with him. And gets it up to the 30-yard line. That'll be a first and 10 now for the Wolverines. We'll see if Randolph's defense is up to the task, see if they can slow them down. But right now, another first down, getting deeper into Randolph territory at the Randolph 30-yard line.
And Miller, a very upright runner, going through there fighting for the extra yardage. I'd like to see somebody from Randolph try and punch that football out.
Ball is pitched out to Brady McNeil around the left side. Got a good running start on that one and gets it up to about the 26-yard line. Picks up 4 yards on the play. Makes it a second down and about 6 yards to go for a first down.
Brady McNeil on the carry. Gain of 5, second and 5.
You still got that big, tall receiver out there. You got 2 6'6" guys. The other receiver, too, is Kate Toma. He'll pitch out along the right side and cutting it in. He is Tegan Werner. Gets it inside the 20-yard line. Yeah, looks like he's got himself a first down for the Wolverines. Yeah, moving the sticks right now and gets it up to the 19-yard line of Randolph.
Kutzma had a shot at him there for the stop and came up empty.
Yeah, like they said, some punishing running backs, some pretty good sized running backs. And a first and 10 for the Wolverines, trailing Randolph 8-0. And then we've got a flag by the back official and somebody moving on the line. The offense for the Wolverines. That's going to push him back 5 yards.
I think that was on the center, actually. He might have wiggled or moved the football.
Okay, makes it a first down and 15. Ball back just inside the 25-yard line. First and 15 now for Crivitz.
Stemming up front on the defensive line.
Weaver will hand the ball off up the middle over to Mueller, and Randolph, good job clogging that up. He maybe picked up a yard, possibly 2 on the play. Gets it up to about the 23-yard line. It'll be a second down and about 13 yards to go. 14, okay.
It was perfect timing by Randolph there. Defensive line all shifting and moving at the last minute. Makes your blocking assignments for the offensive line much more difficult.
Now you got the 2 6'6" guys out on the left.
Yep.
Well, the ball's loose right now. Everybody jumping out. We'll see what comes out on the end of the bottom of that pile. Ball is in right around the 20-yard line. It looks like the Wolverines got it back. You didn't see a bunch of Randolph players jumping up and down and pointing, so you knew that the Wolverines got it back right at the 20. They still got a third down and about 11 yards to go for a first down.
That's the good news there. Not much of a gain on the play. Early on, but another third and long here. Big play for Randolph's defense. Get the job done here early.
Big opportunity here. Going back to pass now as Claver looks up the field. Completed pass. Good job on the, he's still on his feet yet and going around the left side. Man, thought they had him short. Then the receiver stays on his feet after getting spun around. That was Tegan Werner. And he's got himself a first down inside the 10-yard line.
Pass is complete to number 1, Tegan Werner.
I thought they're going to force a fourth down there with about a yard or two to go, but now Werner stayed on his feet, and now it's the 1st and goal. The ball at the 8-yard line of Randolph.
You have to wrap up and finish those tackles. Let's credit the offense. Warner with staying with it.
Quarterback Claver is going to keep it and up a yard or two. Before he's taken down, makes it a 2nd down and goal. Ball sitting now maybe just inside the 8-yard line, close to the 7-yard line. It does keep the clock moving with 2 running teams out there down to close to the 4-minute mark. Claver gets the snap, and he's going to pitch it out last second, the right side, and a good job with the tackle over there, but still getting some yards on the play on the pitch out over to Werner. He's got it inside the 5 down to about the 3, almost 2-yard line. It's about the 3-yard line where they're putting it. So a 3rd down and goal with the ball just inside the 3. Yeah, they run that very well, that last little second pitch out. They give it to the big fullback, and lowers his head, and they're going to say he did not get in. Got him down right about the 1-yard line, maybe inside. They gave it to T.J. Mueller. And looked like he was going to get it easy. All of a sudden, he hit a wall and just stopped right about the 1-yard line. So it'll be a 4th and goal, big 4th down play. See if Randolph's up to the task right now to stop him from getting in the end zone.
What are you looking for here? You're looking for option football again on the outside, or you did give it to the big guy up the middle and try and pound it in?
Gut. They can give it to their big fullback, and he is in the end zone. Miller with a touchdown with 2:55 left here in the first quarter. 8-6 now the score, but just a simple handoff to the fullback. Found a little crease just right of center and took it in the end zone.
Yeah, getting in those 1 and 2 holes, just running blast plays and then dive plays, and pretty successful. Randolph had a good chance here with the 1st and 15 to pass play, gave it up, and they were able to get that 1st down. That'll come back and haunt you maybe later in the game.
Stephen Allard is out to kick the extra point. It's up, and it is good. So that keeps the lead in the hands of the Randolph Rockets, leading 8-7 with 2:55 left here in the first quarter. We'll be back with more from Randolph High School after this on RP Sports.
Randolph Family Dental understands families. Dr. Ross Werner and his daughters, Dr. Madeline Werner and Dr. Muriel Werner Didman, are there to take care of all of your family's dental needs. They are committed to the highest level of care for their patients. And Randolph Family Dental is currently taking new patients. Call them at 920-326-3191 or visit them at their new facility at 130 Progress Drive in Randolph. Randolph Family Dental is a proud supporter of Randolph sports.
Okay, a 1-yard touchdown run at the end of that drive for Crivitz. And extra point kick was good by Allard. And Randolph hangs on to the lead now, leading 8-7. A pretty impressive offense that we saw from Crivitz, too. They run the option very well.
Yes, they do. And I saw this before. Randolph going for the 2-point conversions on every scoring drive. And
saw that last
could
week.
Could be a factor in the game once again.
This time they're just going to kind of punch it down the field. Away is taken at the 30-yard line and right up to the 40. Good job. One of the up receivers there and takes it up the field. That was Jacob Kyle. Definitely one of those guys you want with a ball in their hands and heading up the field with it. Not one of those guys that doesn't touch the ball a whole lot, but Kyle, one of your wing backs, takes it a 10-yard return up to the 40-yard line. We'll see what Randolph can do this drive. Looked pretty unstoppable in that first drive down the field.
They really made it look quite easy, actually, even with a penalty and a 1 5-yard loss. Able to gash Crivitz for some big yardage.
Got Kutzma heading around the left side, waiting for some blocks, and gets his legs taken out and a flag right at the end of that play. It's right about the time that he was being tackled and his legs were being taken out. And give him a couple yards on the carry, but we'll see what the call is. Kind of pointing back over to Randolph, the lead official is.
Block in the back.
The back out on Randolph. That's going to take it back. And that back 10 yards. And now Randolph looking at a first down and about 19, maybe just a little less than 19 yards to go for a first down. So this will test the Rockets a little bit. They've had a few setbacks, but they overcame those on the first drive. The receiver split out to the left. Kyle in motion, and they're going to give it to Ben Paul up the middle, and he's going to pick up maybe 2, possibly 3 yards on the play, close to the 34-yard line. It'll make it a second down and 16 yards to go now for the Rockets. And the winner of this ball game will be playing coming up next week Friday against the winner of the Oshkosh Lords, the number 3 seeded team, taking on Ozaki at Lords Academy tonight. And taking it up the middle. Oh, and then right toward the end of that play, and kind of a awkward way he went down at the end of it, Ben Paul, but kind of went down kind of awkwardly at the end of that, and kind of holding his right leg right now. Oh, his left leg actually is kind of stretching out.
Calling for the trainer to come on, or a coach.
He's going to pick him up, but he just kind of went down kind of just an awkward way, and then it finally just kind of went down all the way at the end of that play. I think he was going to get a little bit more on it, but it was a nice pickup of about 7, 8 yards on the play, and it's going to be a third down and 8 yards to go, but Paul kind of limping off the field right now with the trainer.
Yeah, it looks like he has that ankle already taped, so he might be a previous injury that was just irritated. Looks like he's okay, but yeah, he's heavily taped on that left ankle already.
Okay, a third down and 8 for Randolph, with the ball sitting at the 42-yard line on the Randolph side of the field. Going to give it over to Kutzman. He's going to cut up and takes it over the 45-yard line up to about the 46 or 47. So he's still going to be short, and Randolph's going to be looking at a fourth down and about 3.5, 4 yards to go for a first down.
Looks like they're going to go for it here. Oof. If the offense is staying on the field.
Okay. Randolph rolling the dice here with a fourth down and about 4 yards to go on their own 46-yard line. And here's Meredith, looks up, passes it, and that's complete. It's a first down and more. Kutzma heading up the left sideline. He gets knocked out of bounds inside the 30. Something Randolph didn't do all last week in that game against Oshkosh Lords. A little pass play, and Meredith finding Kutzma along that left sideline, and a big first down to the 30-yard line. Big pickup there for the Randolph Rockets.
Nice job moving the pocket there, rolling Meredith out to his left. He is a lefty. Nice delivery. Everything about that was well done.
It is a nice short pass, and you take the ball up the middle and still fighting up to about the 20-yard line. That's almost a 10-yard run right there for the Rockets. Ben Paul back out of the field and dancing around to get that ball up near the 20.
Gets the ball up to the 20-yard line.
They're going to say just a little bit short. The first down according to the lead official out there. So again, just second down, and looks like inches for the Randolph Rockets.
And Ben Paul looked healthy on that run.
Yeah.
He just came off for one play back in, and
Kutzman gets it around the right side. He's got a defender right on him. It's going to be a big loss there for Randolph when they had second and inches, and he's going to lose about 4, almost 5 yards on the play back to the 25-yard line. So third down and 5 to go for the Rockets. Nice defensive play getting into that one in a hurry, and Kutzman going down with a loss. That is it for the first quarter of action. Randolph leading 8-7, driving right now. 3rd and 5 when we come back. Back with more Randolph Rocket football, the second quarter, in just a few minutes or a few seconds on RP Sports.
It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
And Steve with us here at the Other Bar, Main Street in Waupun. We invite people to stop on by. Weather cooling down a little bit here. Hot plate specials are just warming up.
Right, hot plate specials, homemade soups, burger sandwich of the week specials. Check us out here. Check us out on Facebook. All kinds of different things going on. And we sold so much Oktoberfest, it's starting to transition out a little bit. We'll still have some on tap, but moving into some more heavier, heartier, darker winter-type beers coming in here too. So check that out also.
Of course, big Wisconsin sports weekend coming up Saturday and Sunday. Pack back in action on Sunday against Denver.
Yep, cheer on the Packers. Always got something going on for the game. Wings, obviously, big thing on Sundays along with the game. Usually a little bit of giveaway specials, whatever they tend to come up with here, and drink specials also with it. So check all that stuff out too.
And homemade pizza.
Okay, third down and almost 6 yards to go for Randolph. They're going to give it to Ben Paul. He gets hit early just after crossing the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a fourth down now with the ball inside the 25-yard line. It's down to about the 24. And a fourth down again for Randolph. Fourth down and almost 4 yards to go for a first down.
The one guy we have not seen carry the ball yet has been Carter Meredith.
Right.
It's unusual. He had about 20 carries last week.
Yeah, 18 in that ball game. And Meredith takes it right there. Fake handoff, and he takes it up to almost the 15-yard line. Again, this is Randy Calls' number. Carter takes it, fake handoff, and bolts up the field on a nice crease and gets it up just outside the 15-yard line, right around the 16-yard line. So first and 10 for Randolph on a nice play on a fourth down and about 4 to go.
Good deception right there. As you said, looks like it's going to be a handoff, and he pulls it out. Sideways sneaks through the line of scrimmage.
Somebody going to give it to Paul, and he's wrapped up and fighting for whatever he can get out of this, and gets it inside the 15 down to about the 13-yard line. He'll pick up about 3 on the play. Get a second down and about 7 yards to go.
Ben Paul on the carry.
Okay, second down, and well, according to where the stick is, it's about 8 yards to go, but it looks like he got 3 yards on the play. Second down and 8. Kyle in motion. He's going to get it around the left side and breaks a tackle and gets himself inside the 10-yard line. Kind of a smooth move there. A guy going after his legs there, and he just kind of lifted his legs over the top of it, kept on going, and got himself another few yards, and makes it a third down and about 2 yards to go now for the Rockets with the ball sitting at the 7-yard line.
Third down.
Two opportunities to get 2 yards here, a yard and a half. You know, Randolph's going to pound this ball.
Meredith gets it. He's going to keep it around the left side, and he gets dodges a couple tackles, and it looks like he's got himself the first down. A couple of guys shot at his legs there, and good with his feet there, and gets away from both of those tacklers and keeps on taking it around the left side. So they marked this. Yeah, it's first and goal. Got it up to right around the 5-yard line, looks like.
Must have stepped out of bounds right near that marker because it appeared like he had much more than that.
Yeah, that was a nice run. Good job there by Meredith. Maybe he got loosened up on the dance floor before he came here at that wedding he was groomsman at. Now he got the fancy footwork. First and goal now for the Rockets. Ben Paul's got it. He's still grinding into the end zone, and a touchdown for the Randolph Rockets. Nice job, Ben, kind of standing up straight on that one, but just keeps on powering through and just powers his way into the end zone for a 5-yard touchdown for Randolph. Leading now 14-7.
Ben's second touchdown of the night. First run was they were actually first and goal from the 5, and they had a penalty. And he was able to run it in from 10 yards out. So he had a 10-yard touchdown and now a 5-yard scoring run.
9:41 left in the half, and Randolph going for the 2-point conversion, and we got a flag on the play, and looks like they might have to do it from a few more yards out.
Friendly flag.
We'll start on the Randolph Rockets, moving back 5 yards, so that'll definitely add the degree of difficulty here to your 2-point conversion attempt.
And Randolph's percentage on 2-point conversions has been pretty high this year. They go for it I don't know if I have not seen them try and kick an extra point.
No, they had Jonathan Alpha that they used to kick those extra points back when he's a freshman. Now he's a senior. They don't have him do it. They're going to pass it in the end zone, and that is complete. Randolph gets a 2-point conversion, a completed pass in the end zone. And Randolph gets those 2 points that they wanted so bad. They lead now 16-7.
I'm not sure who that receiver was, and trying to see as he comes off to the sideline.
It's Levi Wiersma.
Okay. Yes.
Getting that 2-point conversion.
Brothers Painting of Randolph is a proud supporter.
The first half of action on RP Sports.
Randolph Rockets Athletics, family owned and operated since 1958, the Roberts brothers have the skills, knowledge, and techniques to get your exterior paint job done right, no matter your painting needs. Roberts Brothers Painting uses the finest materials and equipment to guarantee a professional job that you'll be proud of. For more info, visit robertsbrotherspainting.com or give Hugh or Paul, the Roberts brothers, a call at 326-5103 or 326-6214 for all of your exterior painting needs.
Okay, nice job by Randolph. Every time they've been kind of thrown back on a penalty or a loss on a carry or something like that, they seem to make up for it. And I guess if you want to play that 2-for-1 game on the extra points, you got to keep on completing them. And they did a nice pass into Levi Wiersma in the end zone. And he goes down and grabs it, and Randolph leading 16-7 here with 9:41 left in the half.
And if you're joining us late in our pregame, we talked about Randolph never even attempted a pass last week against Lourdes, and right now, Carter Meredith, without warming up, is 2 for 2. 35 yards.
Yeah, so you just need a little more room and space out there to throw that ball in the end zone to Wiersma, so they took that 5-yard penalty. A low squib kick and cutting out, not really heading up the field. Then there's some flags behind the guy running the ball, but just kind of going sideways on his run back for number 88, Skylar Johnson. Maybe a little block in the back or something. We'll see.
Yeah, I think so. Preliminary indication looks like it. This looks like a crew that likes to throw the flags a little more than some do. And that happens. Some crews are a little more reluctant to pull the flags out on a close call. Some crews call a lot more.
Okay, so they'll mark that with the block in the back and take it down inside the 20-yard line. Ball set out just before the 19-yard line. 1st and 10 now, and we'll see what the Wolverines have if they keep a drive sustained all the way up the field again and try to keep up with Randolph. Now leading by 9 points. Miller with a carry and takes it around by the 20-yard line. Boy, the whole pile's being shoved. A little scrum out there, and it went from the 20-yard line up to about the 26-yard line.
That looked like Australian football right there, or better known as rugby.
That's what it looked like. It was just who's going to shove them up the field, and they got some guys behind him, and Miller ends up with a nice about 8-yard carry. Gets it a 2nd and 2 now. Ball sitting at the 16-yard line. Yeah, good initial stop on that. He was really kind of stopped at the 20-yard line. So we're going to pitch it out to Werner around the right side. He's got a 1st down. There's some flags flying everywhere on this carry around the right side. And hopefully for Randolph's sake, this one is coming back. Nice little carry up to the 50-yard line for Werner, but you take that off his stats as this one's going to get called back. We're hoping.
Yeah, most likely in the...
Just looking at the players back here with their heads down for the Wolverines. So
looks like the area of holding, most likely the call. Sometimes there's a reason why you get through those big holes. And
hold called on the Wolverines. So a nice play that took them all the way out to the 50-yard line is going to get called back. So a huge penalty on Crivitz.
That's big. That's huge.
Yeah, instead of the 50-yard line, they're marking it down now at the 16-yard line. So it's going to be a 2nd down and about 13 yards to go.
Randolph needs to dig in right here. They use this to their advantage, maybe flip the field position if nothing else.
Yeah, looking over along the right sideline, a completed pass, and
another flag.
Boy, another flag from the guy way back in the right when that tackle was made. So we'll see what they're going to call on that. Everybody getting a chance to throw a flag here so far in the game for these officials. They had a good view. He's about 30 yards behind the line of scrimmage calling that one. So
Edge.
Right when the guy was getting hit, the receiver was getting hit.
I don't know. Yeah, holding again.
Yeah, that's going to be a hold on them again. So
what do you do now? Do you maybe think about declining it?
They get a third down. And,
third and long, or do you? Okay.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, good choice on that one. Makes it a third down and 13.
Yeah, there was basically no gain on the play, so.
Okay.
And you would have gone from there. You'd have probably only going to give them about a yard, I guess, after it's all said and done. But yeah, you would have only gotten about probably 7 yards and a half the distance there, maybe 6 on that penalty. So.
And that's a third down and about a little over 11 yards to go for a first down. So see if Randolph can take advantage of the situation. See the quarterback rolling out to his right, Claver. And then we've got flags flying everywhere again.
It's going to be a face mask. Boy.
Yeah, no doubt we had a couple flags at the same time, raining flags out there as Claver was going around the right side.
He got him up around the helmet.
And this one appears to be a personal foul face mask on the Randolph Rockets. So that's how you get out of the hole that you're in. Third down and 11, and now you got yourself a first down and heading way up the field after that one.
You jinxed us, because you said the clock was moving so quickly, and it still would be if it wasn't for penalty flags almost every play.
Yeah, officials are making their presence known here tonight. 8:02. It's hardly moved at all. They're going to pitch it around the right side again, and kind of getting knocked out of bounds is Tegan Warner. And when he got out of bounds, too, it stops the clock. So only a few seconds came off. 7:55 left, but a nice carry there by Warner going around the right side. Picks up about 6 on the play. Makes it a second down and 6 with the ball at the 44-yard line.
Wolverines got themselves into third and long because of penalties, and they were able to get out of it because of a penalty on Randolph.
Warner in motion again, fake pitch out, and they're going to cut it back the other way, and first down run on the run by Brady McNeil. Good fake pitch out to the right. McNeil coming from the right side, kind of cuts through just a little left of center, and a little misdirection, and ball sitting in Randolph territory, just inside the 48-yard line of Randolph. First and 10 now for the Wolverines. What a pretty crisp-looking offense we see so far from the Wolverines. And this time Claver's going to take it around the right side, does pitch it out. Last second is he was past the line of scrimmage, and it pitches out along the right side to his running back and gets it maybe just short of the first down marker. There's a flag on the field.
There's a surprise. Another flag.
Yeah. Maybe it just fell out of his pocket.
Yeah, holding.
Oh, well, it's a good penalty for Randolph's sake. It did come along his side as, again, Claver it was actually over the line of scrimmage. And last second, his running back was running off to his right, pitched it out to him, and aided, I guess, with a hold around that side. Makes it a first down and 11 yards to go with the ball sitting at the 49-yard line of Randolph. First down and 11 now for the Wolverines. Going to give it to Miller up the middle. Still churning and lunges forward at the end of that run up to about the 42-yard line. So it's going to be a second down and about 3 or 4 yards to go with the ball again sitting at about the 42-yard line of Randolph.
Opportunity here for the Randolph linebackers to step up and make some hits on the big guy.
16-7, the lead now for Randolph. And Claver takes it around the left side. Last second pitch over to Miller. And he's going to fight his way pretty close and up to that first down. Well, he got a first down and more after he got it inside the 35-yard line. Yeah, he's a fighter right at the end of the plays, too. He'll gain another yard or two and fights for a little bit more, and they're moving the sticks. Ball sitting right around the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 in Randolph territory for the Wolverines.
Randolph in that 4-4 defense. Linebackers got to get out there and get up into that. Can't be patient back there. You got to go up and make a play.
He goes Werner around the right side. Man, he gets kind of pulled back. So he gets inside the 30-yard line. Awkward looking a little finish to that play, but he does get it inside the 30 down to about the 28-yard line. Picks up 6 on the play, makes it a 2nd down and 4 yards to go.
Lots of oohs and ahs from the crowd there as it looked like he was just ripped to the ground.
Looked like a horse collar, but there is no horse collar play in high school. Right?
It was on the front side, though. I don't think he got him from the back. I think he got him on the front of his jersey and pulled him backwards.
Goes Miller, takes it up the gut, and he's still on his feet. And a great run up the middle by their big fullback, T.J. Mueller. Yeah, he gets off that snap pretty fast, and then he's off to the races. Plus, he's getting a little power in the middle of that, too.
As you said, he's a big guy. The wing backs are not very big. They're only 147 and 150, but, yeah.
Just outside the 10-yard line, so they can get a first down yet. So it's 1st and 10. Claver looking to pass and throws it over to Werner over along the right sideline. He gets taken down. Inbounds yet. Little fake handoff to Werner. He continued along that right side. Then a nice little lob pass by Claver, finding his wing back over there, and he picks up maybe about 7 yards on the play. 2nd down and 3 yards to go. Ball sitting on the 4-yard line of Randolph. Claver's going to keep it along the right side, and he is into the end zone. A 4-yard touchdown run for Caden Claver.
Second effort getting him in. Again, Randolph might have had him stop short, but able to spin and claw his way to the goal line.
Yeah, opportunities there for Randolph to stop him up way over on the Wolverine side of the field, but the penalties helped them and some nice runs. And again, they're going for their extra point again. Back out to kick the extra point is Stephen Allard. Yeah, makes it look pretty easy. That's right through the uprights. And Randolph now leads 16-14 with 5:05 left in the half. Back in just 30 seconds with more Randolph Rocket football on RP Sports.
Auto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Homan family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Okay, impressive drive, nice long drive, but 5:05 left on the clock, and touchdown from 4 yards out from the quarterback, Caden Claver, and then Stephen, what is his last name again, the kicker on that one, that comes out, Stephen Allard kicks it through the uprights, and Randolph doing that, trading off the 2-point conversions with the 1-point conversions, the difference in the game right now, leading by 2.
Similar to what we saw last week.
Yeah, same thing we talked about in that rainy game we played against Lourdes last week. Roller and chasing it down is Kutzma. Picks it up at the 25-yard line. Cuts around the left, still on his feet yet. And crosses the 40 before he's taken down close to the 45-yard line. Nice job by Kutzma. Runaways to come up on that ball and then cut around the left and got himself a nice run back.
Timeout on the field, I believe. That's kind of unusual right after a kick like that.
Okay, let's take another 30-second timeout. We'll be back right after this on RP Sports.
It's always on the menu, right?
Homemade pizzas on the menu. Try to get some homemade pizzas out at halftime as long as our kitchen's not too buried. But yeah, it's something that's always good to try out. And obviously we do all that stuff for carryout too, so feel free to call us up and come pick them up. Thanks, Nick. Have a good day.
We all know the struggle, the ups, the downs, the roundabouts on the journey to losing weight. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak at New Medical Center, and we understand. We've been there. That's why we're proud to offer you a fresh start with our semaglutide weight loss program. Semaglutide, commercially known as Wegovy, is an FDA-approved medication that mimics a hormone your body naturally produces. It helps to curb your hunger, eliminate cravings, and lets you focus on what truly matters, living your best life. But it's more than just a medication. It's about feeling good inside and out. It's about finding your confidence, your strength, and reclaiming the life you've always dreamed of. We've witnessed remarkable transformations here at New Medical Center. Real people, like you and me, taking control of.
Yep. Okay, here we go. Under 5 to play. Kutzma gets a pitch out around the right side. Oh, he cuts it back in. Makes it across the 50-yard line. Gets hit there pretty good by number 52, Ryan Kaus, but nice job there by Kutzma with that carry. Cut right inside of the linebacker over there, Tegan Warner, and got himself a nice gain of about 6 yards into Wolverine territory, 49-yard line.
Kutzma used a little bit of a stiff arm there to throw off the defender, and nice job. Good hard run.
And this time the header on the left side is Carter Meredith. He's got her tucked in, ready to carry, and he's got himself a first down. Crosses the 45 down to about the 44. Nice carry of about 5 yards on the play for Carter Meredith. And 1st and 10 now for the Randolph Rockets.
Clock continues to run. Randolph would like nothing better than to run off about 3.5 or 4 minutes here and then punch the ball in.
Right. Carter stumbled a little bit in the beginning of that run, but all the way it was not. It's definitely not going to be a ball that's going to be pitched out. He just knew he was going to take it the whole way. And boy, that's just a run right back to the line of scrimmage on that play for the Rockets.
I believe that was Kutzma on the counter. Yes.
Again, nothing on that one. I think the good thing is the clock keeps on moving as much as you can. You like to get that score right before halftime because you got to kick it away in the second half. If we're doing just both teams trading off touchdowns, you got to score that and keep them from scoring here before halftime. So, but 2nd down and 10 for the Rockets. Kyle in motion to give it to Ben Paul up the middle. He's going to give some a minimal gain, a yard, possibly 2 yards on the play.
Wolverines, they're putting 8-9 guys up near the line of scrimmage. Certainly have 8 guys in the box.
You're calling timeout, too. I mean, they're thinking about they're going to get this ball back and saving some time on the clock. We'll keep it right here. Yeah, just talk about the importance of this drive, Randy, for the Randolph Rockets.
Yeah, and I think really the significance, as you mentioned, Randolph's going to kick off to start the second half, so you'd like to put the points on here. Maybe like we saw them make some defensive changes at halftime like they did last week and come out and have a couple of stops, because we have not had a punt in this game again tonight. So, you know, it's one of those things you're thinking the last team with the ball. So Randolph has an opportunity here in Wolverines territory to go in and get a score. Plenty of time left. And you can see Crivitz is thinking we're going to call timeouts. We're going to see if we can make them punt and give ourselves a couple of minutes to try and go down and score. We have a chess game going on right now.
Yeah. We'll see. I see we got Harbawalda sent us out a message, and he said, you two are my favorite announcers of all time, better than any of the guys we see on network TV. So thanks a lot to Harbawalda. Doesn't sound like something he would normally say, but that's but thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for the compliment, Har.
Oh, Harlan, you are one of a kind. 3:11 left in the half. Can't make me laugh, Harley, while we're doing a game.
Is he in Wisconsin yet? Or
yeah, they're in Wisconsin yet. They haven't made
already?
They're going down south, just like the geese coming up next week.
He is a goose some days.
And still on his feet is Carter Meredith trying to get around that right side. He crosses the 40, the 35, and he's taken out of bounds. A first down, man. Well, then there's a fight at the end of it, too, between those two. Carter Meredith, man, he got out of some trouble going around the left side and brings it around the right. Some extracurricular activity after that tackle, but he's got himself a Randolph first down inside the 35. What a run there by Carter Meredith. He gets it down right to about the just inside the 32-yard line, almost 31-yard line.
Yeah, it was Miller, the big running back for Crivitz, and Carter Meredith.
Well, we got some personal foul is going to be called on the Wolverines.
Might be.
I was waiting for another to show it both ways, but no, it's all about on the defender on that one at the end of it, right by the Randolph bench. Not a good place to do that extracurricular stuff, but an obvious call for the officials. That's going to speed up the whole process now with just under 3 minutes left. They're going to take the ball all the way down to the 16-yard line. Nice run, though, by Carter. Looked like he was dead in the water and made something out of it, reversing direction to the right side, and gets a Randolph first down and throw that penalty on the end. Gets you down to the 16.
The Rockets are saying, thanks for calling those timeouts to give us a little more time to operate here.
Kyle in motion. Here goes Meredith again. He wants it, and he's going to take it up close to the 10-yard line. He got himself about 6 yards on that run up to the 10. Makes it a second down and 4 to go. Sure, Carter was all kind of jacked up. He goes, I want to carry this one more time. I'm feeling I need to carry this ball, and he gets himself a nice hard run of 6 yards. Yeah, things going well. The clock is running yet. 2.5 minutes. And counting down here in the first half. Randolph leading 16-14. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Almost 100 people all logged on. And we'll play around the left side. Looks like, staying on his feet and maybe get it down to the 5-yard line, which would be a first down for the Randolph Rockets. It's going to be a first and goal now with the ball at the 5.
I believe that was Ben Paul on the carry.
Be letting that clock run down a little bit here and use everything before they start counting it down after they got the sticks. They're winding a clock up now, and 2:08 and counting down. So Randolph in no hurry. Just bringing the play in right now. We probably figure if they have to, they could call the timeout if they need to. They're getting counted down. The official in the back, the defense there not counting him yet. Now he is.
You do not want to. They went quick.
And here goes Carter Meredith around the left side, but he's going to get wiped out.
Carter Meredith on the carry.
Not sure what he got on it. Looks like he got a couple yards on the play.
Yeah, that wasn't the most smooth play right there. He was supposed to be
just 2 on that.
Led through the hole and kind of a little collision in the backfield. And
nice job by Randolph managing the clock and taking some valuable seconds off from there. It's down to under 120 left and counting down. Second and goal. And give it to big old Ben Paul, and he might be coming up a little bit short on this one, right down to about the 1-yard line on it.
Number 12, Ben Paul on the carry.
Or maybe just inside the 1, and it'll be a third down and goal. So good job, Randolph, really getting some more valuable seconds off the clock.
The Rockets need to be careful with the clock right now. Be aware of what's going. As you said, they may need to use a timeout if they do not get it in here and then run the last play.
Yeah, to me it's just totally a Ben Paul time right now, and we got a timeout taken by the Wolverines. So again, let's just keep it here again. I was getting down to some tense moments here. See if Randolph can get it in and go up by a couple scores again with a touchdown and an extra 2-point extra point. But again, a good job by Randolph getting it right down there. And what do we got on the clock now? 35 seconds left on the clock.
That's what I called for. Let's score under 30.
Yep,
right. That actually
perfect.
Happen. Do not leave any time for the Wolverines to have any kind of special play or trick play here to finish the half out. But I think Randolph, they do have their timeouts. If they do not get this in, they could use a timeout and then think about what they're going to run and talk about what they're going to do on the last play, a fourth down play if necessary. But yeah, what do you think they're sitting, about less than a foot? Almost looks like it, huh?
Yeah, I think they're inside. They're definitely inside the 1-yard line right now. So third down and less than a yard to go, and I think it's Ben Paul time. Hand it off to him, or unless they keep in the hands of Carter with see what they talked about and what they're going to do on this play.
Randolph does always go out of the shotgun, so you can't just run that quarterback sneak.
Quarterback in the shotgun. Big moment here for the Rockets, and here goes Ben Paul into the end zone on his feet, yet pretty much untouched into the end zone around the right of center, and Randolph has scored with 32 seconds left in the half.
That is Ben Paul's third touchdown in this football game. Runs of 10, 5, and less than 1.
Great job by Randolph taking all those minutes off the clock and leaving about 32 seconds left, and they're going to be going for the 2-point conversion big here. Just a one-possession ball game right now. And they're going to pitch it out over on the right side over to Kutzman. Easily he gets the, well, we got a flag thrown in the end. That could be a hold on the Randolph Rockets.
I think they're going to get Miedema out there. Nicholas Miedema didn't look like a lot, but yeah, they're going to say he was holding.
Yeah, well, this crew, you better keep your hands to yourself.
We had a pretty good look at that. I mean, yeah, he had his hands extended, but not a lot there.
For dramatics here, hold's going to be called on the Rockets, and wow. Not just that 5-yard penalty, it's a 10-yard penalty, and now you've got
it's going to go from the spot
right for the spot of the foul back
so,
10, so a 9-yard penalty or so, 8-yard penalty on it, but it's still outside the 10-yard line. So here we go. And I would love to get this in to go keep that separation between them and make it a 2-possession game. 22-14 right now. But here we go. Meredith looking in the end zone. He does have a receiver open, but overshoots him a little bit. Trying to find him over on that left side, incomplete. So that's where we'll stand right now with 32 seconds left. 22-14, the lead now for the Randolph Rockets. Back after this on RP Sports.
And the friendly staff at Marshview look forward to seeing you and your four-legged companions. Go Rockets!
A reputation for being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat Zero-Turn Mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown today, your official Bobcat dealer.
Okay, here we go. Back at Randolph with 32 seconds left on the clock. 1-yard touchdown run for Ben Paul. After getting a holding penalty, incomplete pass for the 2-point conversion. So just a one-possession game. Randolph leading 22-14.
Have to be careful right here for some kind of a trick play. Maybe laterals or something weird. Hey, there we go. Deep kick.
Boots it to about the 19-yard line. Ball is taken by Warner around the left side before he's eventually he's going to go down and taken out of bounds. Around the 45-yard line, and then we've got But if you were one of the people that texted us, let us know if you can hear us.
You got sound.
Oh, we got it?
Yeah.
Okay, we got it? Okay. The ball's at the 36-yard line, but only 2.7 seconds, so a chance for a little Hail Mary play down the field, see if they can make maybe some trickery they can come up with. We'll see.
Four defensive backs that are 25 yards off the ball.
It was Carter Meredith, and he's going to get taken down right around the 46-yard line. Well, the ball was loose, and they're blowing the play dead. And that should be the end of the first half. As long as there's no flags on the field, that should be the end of it. And Randolph will take a 22-20 lead going into the second half of action, but the Wolverines will be getting the ball first here in the second half. So not a great last 30 seconds as the Wolverines find a way to score that 31-yard touchdown pass. And just a 2-point lead that Randolph has at this time. We're going to take a break, come back, and we're going to try that interview, or what?
I'll give it a shot. Let's see what happens.
We'll take a break and try to get that interview that we were supposed to have in the pregame show with Coach Tom Chase. So stick around. Keep your radio tuned to 103.3 FM, 93.7 FM, also RadioPlusInfo.com.
Health, their happiness, and their future. Take it from me. I lost 40 pounds. That's 20% of my entire body weight in 5 months with no change in exercise. It was easy. Begin your transformation today. Call New Medical Center at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Homan family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Welcome back to the Home and Auto Sales pregame show. I'm Steve Winterhack, and an opportunity right now to talk to the head coach of the Randolph Rockets, Tom Chase. Hello, Tom.
Hey, how are you?
Forward to the playoffs here for you guys, and just thoughts on your seed and how the bracket kind of set up for you in the rank, or the bracketing.
Yeah, well, I think we got a pretty good draw. I was expecting probably a 3 or a 4 seed, but we got a 2. Which is good. So we get a home game, which is great. And our bracket is a bracket that's a good bracket. So we have to take care of business on Friday. We got Crivitz coming in. They're a really good football team. They're very physical. They do a lot of good things. So we have a really good test on our hands on Friday.
Well, before we get into it, talking about Crivitz just a little bit more, let's talk about your team and how they're playing. You got to be happy with what you saw on the football field against Lourdes last week, Friday.
Yeah, I know they've been playing well. They've come together pretty well. They're a very tight unit. Defense, we've been playing pretty well recently, and offense, we've been doing enough to get the games done. So with that being said, I'm very, very proud of our kids. They're just playing really hard. They're focused right now. They want to get past level 1, which we haven't done in a couple of years here. So they're very focused. So we'll see how it goes.
I like the interviews I had with the young men after the games and talking to some of them, and they're really all about the team. They're all in this together. Nobody's kind of beating their chests like they've been playing great themselves out there. It's all about the team to them, and I like that attitude.
Yeah, it's been really refreshing. They really care about each other. They do things together as a group, and they do care about each other. And it's really, really fun to coach these guys. They're just awesome young men. Many great examples. Their parents have done such an awesome job in raising them. So just very, very fortunate to be able to be around them. It's just a treat to come to practice every day.
How does the team look going into the playoffs? Are you healthy right now?
Yeah, for the most part. Obviously, Jake Dykstra has not played all year, and he will probably not play this week. I don't anticipate him playing. We do get Xander Padilla back, that was out for a while, so we do get him back, which you'll see him a little bit more on Friday because he hasn't played all year. So he will actually play a little bit on Friday. So we are a little nicked up and banged up, which you always are at this time of the year, but right now we're in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I like the four-headed monster you have in your offensive backfield. Your two wing-backs, both right around 500 yards on the season. Then you've got a quarterback and a fullback that are both just short of 1,000 yards. So you've got some great production, just exactly probably what you want with that offense.
Yeah, it is. You know, we don't throw the ball a whole lot, obviously, but those guys in the backfield are what win games for us. And so the offensive line has picked up all the things that they need to do. Coach Hepp has taken that over and does a great job with those guys. And so we are very fortunate that we have those guys back there. There's a lot of speed in the backfield. They all can run. And it's just, again, just been a pleasure to coach them. It's just been so much fun because they're playmakers, and all of them can make a play at any time.
How did you think your defense did against a pretty tough Oshkosh Lords team, a team you're not used to playing that likes to throw the ball a lot? And it looks like they gave up some passes early but kind of corrected during the game and did a pretty good job taking them out of their rhythm.
Yeah, you know, we have. It's, you know, they're always a tough team to stop. Lourdes is always very good. Their quarterback is phenomenal, and the receivers are very, very good. And so we bent but didn't break, and which held them to 3 points in the second half. And that's been kind of the story for the close games we've had this year. Defense has done a really nice job, made a few adjustments in the halftimes, and then holding the other team to only a score or so in the second half where we can try to score and just simply outscore them. So defense really, I thought, did a nice job against them, against a very dangerous team.
Well, you got the Crivitz Wolverines out of the Northwoods Conference as your opponent, number 7 seeded, 6-4 on the season, coached by Matt Bernier. What's your thoughts on scouting them so far?
Like I said, they're a physical team. They run flex bones. They do a lot of things that we do. Their fullback is a punishing runner. They've got some slots that can run. They're a good football team. So it's going to be a battle on Friday night. So defensively, they'll come out in an even front, and they'll do a lot of different things and change up their defenses quite a bit. So they're a good football team. We're going to have to play really, really well to hang with them and hopefully have a chance to beat them in the end.
Well, Coach, I'm happy you got a game in our friendly confines of Randolph. We love doing games over there, and everybody up in the booth and everybody, AD and everybody very accommodating. So we're glad to be back there, and I'm glad you got that home game in the first round. Haven't had that for a while, have you?
Yeah, no, we haven't since the COVID year. We had I should say the strike certain, but the COVID shortened season. We actually had a home playoff game in that little mini series that they had. But and our way back in 2019, we actually played Catholic Central at home too. So yeah, but it's been a couple of years since we've been home.
Well, I'm looking forward to the game. I think the whole community's looking forward to it tonight. So good luck, and we'll talk to you on the other side of the game.
Great. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it.
Okay, Tom Chase joining us, the head coach of the Randolph Rockets. And we'll be back with more of our pregame show in just a few minutes as the pregame show continues, brought to you by Home and Auto Sales on RP Sports.
Marshview Veterinary Clinic is a proud supporter of the student-athletes of the Randolph Rockets. The team at Marshview is happily accepting new patients for wellness and surgery. We're also pleased to offer emergency and urgent care services for pets throughout the community. Dr. Jeff Hookstead, Dr. Jackie McIntyre, Dr. Colby McIntyre, and the friendly staff at Marshview look forward to seeing you and your four-legged companions. Go Rockets!
The Randolph Booster Club would like to say congratulations, Randolph, on a great season. They'd like to wish the Rockets best of luck in today's playoff game. Since its inception, the Randolph Booster Club has raised more than $250,000 from organized events and donations from members, all which have made their way back to the community for youth athletics. The Randolph Booster Club. Good luck, Rockets, in your game today.
A reputation for being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat Zero-Turn Mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Wapont Equipment Company in Wapont and Watertown today, your official Bobcat dealer.
Summers in Wisconsin. One day it's 70 and sunny, the next day humid and 100. Stay one step ahead with All-Phase because your comfort is our priority. Hi, this is Bucky with All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Columbia, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Our family-owned business is here for you in all seasons. We have over 25 years in the field. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, providing your comfort zone for all season.
All struggled so far in the end of the year here, and that's sometimes what wins you championships is quality defense. And right now, Randolph, they got to find a way to get it done. And I thought they made some adjustments last week at halftime, so hopefully Coach Chase has got something left in the bag there. I'm thinking right now it's a little bit more of a fire and brimstone discussion going on there, just about being a little more man-on-man and stepping up and making some plays than it is about strategy.
Let's take a look at the scoring in the ball game back in the first quarter with 9:29 left. First drive of the game for the Randolph Rockets. Impressive. They had a couple setbacks, but they overcame a penalty. And also a tackle on Meredith that he lost some yards, but they still got in the end zone. 10-yard touchdown run for Ben Paul. 2-point conversion was good from Kyle and made it 8-0. 2:55 left in the first quarter. A 1-yard touchdown run from T.J. Mueller. And the extra point kick was good, and then Randolph had that 1-point lead, 8-7 after that. Second quarter of action, it was 9:41 left in the half, and a 5-yard touchdown run from Ben Paul, 2-point conversion, good. That was a nice play for Randolph. They got a penalty, had to go back to about the 6-yard line or so, and a nice connection with Wiersman in the corner of the end zone to still get that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it was, and that, we talked about that. Randolph has a very good high percentage of being able to score 2-point conversions this season, and that was a big one. That was much more difficult having to go from 8 yards instead of from the 3-yard line, but able to compete and do it.
And like you mentioned before, someone or something's got to change for Randolph defensively, because then another touchdown again for the Crivitz team with a 4-yard touchdown run from the quarterback Caden Claver. Extra point good, made it 16-14 at that time. Randolph with a nice drive. They did everything right. They got the clock down to 32 seconds left in the half. They punched it in the end zone, a 1-yard touchdown run, the third touchdown for Ben Paul in the ball game. Extra point, no good for Randolph, but they were leading 22-14, so you thought that's how they're going to go into the locker room, but then just sort of raining flags on the field.
Yeah.
And ends up with a 31-yard touchdown pass from Claver to one of his big 6'6" receivers with Toma as the defender fell down in the end zone, and 2-point conversion was no good, so Randolph holds on to that 2-point lead, 22-20, but both teams can't stop each other, and right now it's going to be going back and forth with the leads, because if they're going to keep on doing this in the second half, as the Wolverines get the ball first here in the second half.
Yeah, and again, maybe one of the most penalized football games I've ever been a part of, especially a first half. I mean, it was unbelievable. You sometimes had 3, 4, 5 plays in a row where there were penalty flags. Almost every special teams play, kick return, anything like that had a penalty flag, and there'd be a flag on Crivitz that would send them back and make it 3rd and 15 or 3rd and 17 or something like that. And then Randolph would commit a penalty of their own, a bad penalty, a personal foul type penalty. All of a sudden you'd be back to getting a first down and instead of being held deep. So, right now I'm thinking Coach Chase, if I'm him, I'm lighting these guys up in the locker room a little bit right now about, and I know they're great kids. They're certainly competing, but somebody's got to step up and clean things up as a leader on the field, and then you got to start making some plays on defense. Somebody has to go up and hit somebody in the face and say, here it is, boys. We're playing football now.
Well, they know they run this offense. They run pretty much identical offenses, the options, the counter plays, and not a lot of passing except for a 31-yard touchdown pass, but they should know how to stop that kind of play, because that's what they run themselves all the time. So we'll see what they come up with. Let's take just a brief break, and we'll come back and take a look at the stats from the first half in just a few minutes. Randolph leading 22-20 at halftime against the Crivitz Wolverines. I keep on wanting to say all these different names for them, but it is the Wolverines. And we'll come back right after this with more of our halftime show on RP Sports.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Wisconsin.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Do you have an air conditioning cluster? How about a cooling conundrum? When it's humid and 100, don't get caught without the AC. Your comfort is our priority. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Columbia, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. We offer quality American Standard and Coleman air conditioners with a 15-year parts and 10-year labor warranty. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com.
All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, providing your comfort zone for all season.
Visit Ace in the Hole in Randolph to experience a warm atmosphere for a round of golf. They have 2 true golf simulators. Or do you prefer another sport? Test your hitting skills with Rally Baseball. Also enjoy slapshot hockey, breakaway soccer, foot golf, disc golf, bowling, zombie dodgeball, or have a Wild West shootout. Ace in the Hole offers a controlled environment to enjoy your favorite sports all year round. Visit their website to set up a tee time at acegolfsims.com. That's acegolfsims.com. Or call Jeff at 608-516-6067.
Randy. Okay, we are back at Randolph High School again. This is a level 1 football game in Division 7. Randolph getting to host a game. You want to take care of business at home and get to that level 2 game, and they're awaiting the winner of the Oshkosh Lords Academy. They are hosting Ozaki in their ball game, and the winner of that game takes on the winner of this game coming up next week, Friday, in level 2 football. But Randy's got some stats from the first half with Randolph leading 22-20 at halftime.
Yeah, well, let's start out with passing tonight since we have some stats for passing. Carter Meredith, 2 of 3 in the game for 35 yards. One of those was a 2-point conversion. That was an 8-yard 2-point conversion after the penalty, and the other incomplete pass also came on a 2-point conversion try, which was from about 10.5 yards away because it was called back because of a holding penalty on the first attempt. So, and receiving, Nicholas Kutzma with 27 yards, Levi Wiersma with the 8-yard extra 2-point conversion. And for rushing, Carter Meredith, 8 carries, 52 yards. Ben Paul, I have him for 11 carries, 62 yards, and all 3 of Randolph's touchdowns. Nicholas Kutzma, 6 carries, 33 yards, and Jacob Kyle, 4 carries for 16 yards. So, you know, it's been some big runs. There's been some big plays. And the first drive for Randolph was really quality, but I think the penalties have really just taken the momentum away from
there's no flow in the game.
Yeah, there's no flow, and it's really, to be honest, quite ugly to watch. And we'll see if one of the teams can clean that up here in the second half, and, you know, that's probably going to be enough to get the job done.
Yeah, it should be a great second half, and we'll see who's going to get that stop that'll stop. Randolph, maybe they can get that stop right away, get that ball back, and take it down, get that touchdown 2-point conversion, go up by 2 scores again, and just get the advantage in the ball game. So right now they're set up to just kind of go back and forth, and neither team can stop each other. So we'll see what they come up with here. And, you know, Tom's a great coach and comes up with definitely some great ideas and maybe pointing out the obvious.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to step up and make some plays for us right now, and it's kind of a gut check for his team.
Yeah. Been a long time since I've played this game, either high school or college, but yeah, if somebody challenged me and said I was playing a little soft, that would motivate me to go up and really start hitting some people, and maybe you can cause a turnover. There's so many things that come out of that. You're going to fire up your teammates, but yeah, you need somebody to just get up and become very, very physical in this football game.
We're going to keep it right here as the clock ran out on the warm-up, so we're going to start any second here. But again, Randolph takes a 2-point lead, but they got to give the ball up first, kick it away to Crivitz. We'll see what Randolph comes up with defensively to try to slow down the Wolverines in this ball game.
Wolverines, I like that.
Yeah. And don't forget, coming up tomorrow night, we've got a couple of volleyball matches that we're going to be bringing you, some regional championships in Division 4. You've got Oakfield with an unbelievable victory down at Burlington against Catholic Central. They really turned things around when they were looking at the brink of being down in that match, but they came back after about a 9-point deficit and ended up winning 26-24, and then they just blew out Burlington in that fourth set, and they win 3 sets to 1 to earn themselves a chance in the regional championship, and they'll go take on the team that knocked off Central Wisconsin Christian coming up tomorrow night over at Sheboygan Christian. That's the team that beat CWC, and that match we'll have for you. Jeff Sauer will be over there. Who's your buddy that does it with you?
Donovan's going to do it this time. It was his first time ever doing it, and I thought he did an excellent job of following the action. So he's going to give it a shot. He said he really enjoyed himself.
Okay, and that's at 7 o'clock tomorrow night, a regional championship, and I'll be over at Laconia High School. I'm not sure Randy's coming or not with me tomorrow, but it'll be a regional championship in Division 3. Laconia taking on St. Mary Springs. And a little trickery on catching the, well, it's still on his feet yet and off to the races. No, now Tegan Werner is still on his feet and then off to the races down the sidelines. And, boy, they had him stopped, and he broke away down the left side. And a touchdown just like that, just 16 seconds into the second half for Tegan Werner. And Randolph, they had him stopped. They had him wrapped up, and boom, he broke away, and then he just took off down the left sideline for a touchdown. Not the exact opposite of the way you wanted it to start here in the second half, but now a lead for the Wolverines.
It wasn't so much the trick play that fooled Randolph. It was just poor tackling.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with that.
No, yeah, they knew where the ball was after all the fake handoffs and all that, and it just didn't finish the job, didn't tackle.
Okay, so just like that, Randolph is trailing just 16 seconds into the second half, 26-22, and Wolverines setting up for a 2-point conversion attempt. And they stopped that. Well, who knows? You have them tied up. They got away before, but good job. They finished that tackle, and 2-point conversion, no good. So it is the Wolverines leading 26-22 in the first few seconds of this second half.
Just exactly what I talked about on that option stuff there. You got to get your linebackers. They can't wait back for that running back to come at you and shake and bake you. You got to go out in that flat and attack as a defender. And that time Randolph did it. And we'll see if that'll continue here in the second half.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, they surged into the backfield to make that happen. You're exactly right, Randy.
Yeah, you just can't sit back and be passive and then try and make a play because you're giving the advantage to that offensive player. And right there, they did. 2 guys stepping up.
Gut check time now for the Randolph Rockets after giving up that long kickoff return to Tegan Werner. At least they stepped up and stopped the 2-point conversion from happening, and they're going to get the ball back. See if they can get that lead back. Trying to get the momentum back in their direction.
Randolph's plenty deep all the way back to the 15. I have not seen a kick go even close to that so far.
And they have their quarterback, Caden Claver, does the kickoff. And they tried an onside kick to start the game out, and that gave Randolph some great field position to shorten up the field, and they end up scoring in the end of that drive. And this one just kind of punched in the hole there, and the ball is loose, and I think Randolph got it anyway, but it's not a bad attempt there by the Wolverines. They kind of looked, there's a big open space in the middle of the field past that initial line. He kind of popped it right there, and that's not a bad approach, but Randolph does, after kind of fumbling it around a little bit, get it back, and we've got a Randolph player slow to get up after that. And once they stop things because of that, he's got to go sit out, and coming off on his own power is Nicholas Miedema.
Took a pretty hard hit right there, and he looks like he's going to be fine.
So here we go. What has Randolph got in the tank here? A great first half. Now have to work from behind. First and 10 with the ball sitting at the 37-yard line of Randolph.
And again, Crivitz crowding the line of scrimmage.
Oh, again, nice little handoff to Ben Paul, and he just has those legs churning and got himself quickly about a 9-yard gain up to the 45-yard line. Almost looked like a cartoon with their feet were kind of going before they actually were moving, and then boom, he just head up the field.
Yeah, there's the opportunity to bust a big one because, as I said, the Wolverines really crowding the line of scrimmage. Everybody's up there now.
Yeah, that's not going to get you up to the first down. They're going to come up short. On the carry again by Ben Paul. Good job in that surge on the right side of the defensive line for the Wolverines. No gain on the play. Makes it a third down, about a yard and a half to go. A yard. One receiver split out to the right. And off in their usual split wing T offense. Cuts my in motion. They're going to give it to Paul again. And man, he gets close. We're going to see where they're going to mark the ball. It's this going to be right by the first down marker.
They're going to say first down.
Yeah, the official on the
close.
side here from across the field is already pointing as first down. But yeah, they are. You're going to give them the first down, just barely getting that. And they're really teeing off in the inside part of that line now are the Wolverines. Like you said, they're kind of loading it up right there and making it tough for Randolph to get anything inside.
Yeah, they have a safety that's only about 7 yards off the ball, and their corners are way up.
Jacob Kyle has it. He gets kind of caught up from behind and nowhere to go and gets himself maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Up right around the 46-yard line, makes it a second down and 10.
Even if you're not a passing team, once in a while you might have to take a shot down the field just to loosen up that defense. Otherwise, they're just going to continue to load the box and make it difficult to get anything happening. And there would be opportunities to run deep for someone.
Little counter play, and with it now is Kutzman. He gets himself past midfield into Crivitz territory. So he's going to pick up maybe 4 or 5 yards on the play. Makes it a third down and about 6 yards to go for Randolph. Hoping Randolph can get a victory here and move on to that second week. We got Randolph covering them all the way through wherever their season takes them. A little fake pitch out, and Carter Meredith is going to get it maybe just short of the first down marker. He crosses the 45-yard line down to about the 44. So a fourth down. And maybe a yard to go at the most here for Randolph. Yeah, things coming a little tougher here on this drive here to start the second half for Randolph. 4th and 1 yard to go. Cuts my in motion. Yeah, boy, Ben Paul gets hit at the line. Then he pitches it back over to Carter Meredith.
They blew it dead.
Oh, they blew that is a terrible early blowing of the whistle on that one. The play is still going yet. Oh, that's way too early. Come on, refs.
Yeah,
I don't usually get on him, but that's
Ben
terrible.
Paul wasn't even stopped on the play. He was a hit, and then they're talking to the sideline right now, but. Inadvertent whistle.
Inadvertent whistle.
They're going to replay the down on an inadvertent whistle.
We're just so excited to get in and I'll be the guy that first blows my whistle.
They haven't thrown a flag yet here in the second half, I don't think, so they got to get an inadvertent whistle.
Just the whistles. We got a problem with the whistles here.
Now they're going to talk about it. The thing was, Ben Paul was stopped short, but Carter Meredith had some room to go.
What a heads-up thing from Ben to look back, and just the real savvy thing. It's one of those things, again, that you come up with on the playground, like they mentioned with that play they did last week.
Now they're going to have another discussion here about.
This is not a. Hope it's not a discussion that Tom Chase isn't going to like.
Maybe a clock reset or something like that. I don't know if it's an inadvertent whistle. Do they have to reset everything?
I don't believe so. No, that would be a time down.
So what are we?
Nobody knows.
Yeah, Tom looks It's a long explanation for whatever's happening right now with 8:32 left in the third quarter.
Well, I know the official picked up the football, which is unusual. Why would you take that mark away?
I hate to see the officials who creates. Got to see some people holding their heads behind them too right now. And they are. Looks like they're going to give the Wolverines. You see some of the reaction there that the offensive guys are giving it back. That is some bad officiating right there. I don't care if you listen back to it or watch it. That is some bad officiating.
Well, he did. You could hear him. He said it was an inadvertent whistle. They're going to replay the down, and I don't know what the ruling is on that.
Maybe there's a ruling where they can't.
Yeah, they might not be able to. If the whistle blows, the play's dead, I guess.
But man, that was.
They still haven't moved the sticks. They haven't done anything yet.
Wow. What a bad turn of events here for the Randolph Rockets.
Yeah, that would have been a first down, and that would have. Sometimes you have to overcome. You got to step up here.
Well, now it's back on the defense again to make some plays, make some stops. And they trail by 4, and they're going to get the ball back 46-yard line for the Wolverines. 1st and 10 now for Crivitz. And, good defensive play, good job, good surge on the inside, and you could see numbers better. You can see who got that play out there, but.
Yeah, me as well. You'd like to give credit to individuals, and especially the linemen, the down linemen, but you just can't see the numbers on these Randolph jerseys. I apologize
even when he turned his back our way, I thought I can't focus in on it.
I can't see from here even when there's no action going on. Well, here we go. It's Friday night. Let's make a play, guys.
Okay, 2nd down and 10. Claver has it. He dodges a few tackles, but picks up a minimal gain of maybe 2 yards on the play. So, again, good defense there by Randolph. Makes it a 3rd down and about 8 yards to go.
There's that defensive end I was talking about being more disruptive. You got to get out there, force that quarterback to either pitch it or you go light him up.
So a 3rd down and 8 yards to go. Another big ask of your defense to make another stop here. You don't want to even get them close to the 1st down. You want to get them right there. The tall receiver split out to the left. And a little counter play. And and a 1st down and then more, and still driving up the field is their running back, Brody McNeil on the carry. And McNeil gets it. A fake pitch out to the right. They had the counter going the other way with McNeil. And he got himself up to the 35-yard line of Randolph. 1st and 10 now for the Wolverines.
Seems like every time it's 2nd and long or 3rd and long, they come up with a big play.
Hand it right up the middle. Gain of maybe 2 yards on the play, giving it to their fullback, T.J. Mueller. Gets it up to the Randolph 33-yard line. A 2nd down and 8 now for the Wolverines.
Clock continues to run. Game is getting shorter. Every possession is more amplified.
A lot of games going on in the Radio Plus family tonight. WLA and Mayville going on right now. You can check that out on Radio Plus. And they strung them out, but boy, avoiding some of the tackles there. A nice run there by Tegan Werner. He's going to get taken down right about the line of scrimmage or on that right side, but he just kind of goes inside the defender, shoves him out of the way, and heads up the field. He gets it up to about just inside the 26, makes it a 3rd down and a yard to go.
Yeah, the game plan for the Rockets is good right now. It's just execution. You got to get the job done. You can't worry about that unusual call either that happened. That is what it is, and now you have to continue to play.
3rd and 1. Claver's going to take it himself. He's got himself a 1st down, crosses the 20, still on his feet at the 10-yard line. He finally gets wrapped up and taken down right around the 6 or 7-yard line.
More broken tackles.
Yeah, the opportunities were there to stop them on that drive, and now they've got the ball a 1st and goal with the ball at the 7-yard line of Randolph.
Just inside the 5-yard line.
And the 5:10 and counting down in the third quarter. Claver's going to get the ball over to Mueller again, and he's going to get it inside the 5 line, right around the 5-yard line. Pick up maybe 2 yards on the play. Second and goal, the ball at the 5-yard line.
Second and goal, just inside the 5.
Momentum has definitely swung to the Wolverine side here.
Yeah, they can't help but get fired up after you get the ball back, too, with the official's mistake out there. So
yeah, the Rockets, they look a little flat right now. Body language is not great.
No. Not being asked of them right now with the ball at the 5-yard line. Claver's going to take it, cuts back in, and pushing toward the goal line, comes up a little bit short. Looks like he might be within the 1-yard line, inside the 1. They get a third down and goal with the ball inside the 1.
To take a few risks here as a defender. Shoot some gaps. Linebackers got to get up and just take a gamble, shoot a gap.
Here we go, a third down and goal. Ball inside the 1-yard line of Randolph. Claver gets the ball, and he's going to hand it off to their big fullback. Takes it in the end zone. Touchdown for T.J. Mueller. The 1-yard touchdown run. Now a 10-point lead for the Wolverines, up 32-22 with 3:39 left in the third quarter.
Quite the turn of events here, starting with the scoring drive with only 32 seconds left in the halftime.
Yeah, then everything went bad. Then a kickoff all the way to the return into the end zone, about 75 yards out. The extra point is good. Makes it now 33-22. And Randy and I'll take a break. Back in 30 seconds or more. Randolph Rocket football on RP Sports.
File Supper Club invites you to gather your friends and celebrate Oktoberfest with them every Saturday through November 4th. They lay out a table of all-you-can-eat German comfort food like schnitzel, stuffed cabbage rolls, goulash, potato pancakes, hearty rye rolls, and more. Don't forget File's 15-foot salad bar. Also, be sure to sample their Oktoberfest beverages. Reserve your table ahead of time by calling 920-326-5544. It's an Oktoberfest celebration each Saturday through November 4th at File Supper Club, south of Randolph on Highway 73.
The Randolph Boost.
We can come back. Okay, we are back, but man, just like Randy said during the break, everything kind of went bad in the last 30 seconds of the first half, right until the point we're at right now, and Randolph has given up 3 touchdowns since that point on that kickoff return from about 75 yards out. Now a touchdown run of 1 yard for T.J. Mueller. So 3 unanswered touchdowns for the Wolverines, and they've lead now in this ball game 33-22. Randolph was ahead by 2 points going into the second half.
Yeah, it's been a disaster. From 32 seconds left in the first half until now, it's been a disaster. This game's not over yet, though. Plenty of time. Down by 11.
Got to get your chins up a little bit for the Randolph players, and I'm not sure why he hasn't been doing that the whole game. Kicks it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Kutzma picks it up, cuts back to his left, gets spun around, and he'll get taken down probably about the 12 or 13-yard line. They can kick it that deep, and they've been doing these little short little kicks up until that point.
I don't.
Did they save it for that moment, or they kick it past the coverage?
I don't understand the squib kicks all the time either, and giving the other team the ball at the 40-yard line. We've seen it all over, and I don't know. Coaches are afraid of the long returns or what, but we've watched this guy kick the extra points. He's got a great leg.
Yeah,
he can
rock solid.
He can put it down to that 10 or 15-yard line.
Well, Randolph's going to have to get a scoring drive going. Kutzma gets it around the right side, and you can really tell the defense really stiffen up. Where Randolph, you needed their defense to stiffen up, but the guys that did it were the guys over on the other side of the ball, and Crivitz a little more stingy here in the second half. And we've got a flag on the field out here. make you wait a little bit, too, before they kind of let you know what the calls are going to be. The hold on the Rockets is going to move them back after a nice gain of a few yards by Kutzma around the right side, but that's going to negate that and put the ball back inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be a first down. It looks like about 17 or 18 yards to go. Paul's going to take it up the middle and just drive his way past the 10 and up to maybe the 12 or 13-yard line. The second down and 13 to go for the Rockets.
Yeah, the middle inside of tackles has not been open in the second half at all for Randolph, and Crivitz has made an adjustment. They're loading the box, they're putting 8 men up there. They got a 4-man front, but they've got their linebackers are right at the line of scrimmage.
And here goes Meredith, and he's going to get wrapped up and maybe gets himself back to the line of scrimmage. They might give him the 14. But, right now, the defense has really picked up for the Wolverines and making everything difficult for the Randolph Rockets.
Yeah, they're just daring Randolph to throw the ball deep.
Yeah.
Or throw the ball anywhere. And Randolph so far not willing to do so. And look at the cushion out here on the wideout, too. There's a lot of room to run an inside slant.
Yeah, just one receiver out, and they do have in the hands of Kutzma. Crosses the 20 and fights his way up. Looks like he's got himself a Randolph first down, so a nice little play just up the field. And see where they say he went out of bounds at the 30-yard line. That does move the sticks. Second time we've seen that play in the ball game, and a nice safe play, too. Just a little slant with Kutzma there, and they find him about 5 yards up the field, and he gets the rest of the yards himself.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little more of that type of thing on first or second down.
They pitch it out to Kutzma along the right side, trying to find some room. Cuts inside the defender. Nice little move. Got himself about a 7-yard gain on the play, up to about the 37-yard line.
Did a lot of that on his own.
Yeah, he was stopped.
He was stopped and was able to kind of throw the defender off with his offhand and then go north and south, getting the tough yards.
He gets 7 on the play, makes it a second down and 3. Off the 37-yard line of Randolph. Then Paul's going to take up the middle. He's got a first down before he's spun around and still fighting, trying to get to the 45. And so he made it up there. He got hit at about the, I don't know, about the 42-yard line, and he just kind of spun and kept those legs churning and got himself up to the 45. So nice fight on that run from Ben Paul.
5 carries for Ben in the second half alone. He had 11 in the first half. 20 yards here in the second half on some tough runs.
They end up digging themselves a hole now, down by 11, 33-22. Getting down to the last minute and a half of the second. Oh, that ball was fumbled and then picked up again by Jacob Kyle. Jumps on it, but he's going to lose some yards on the play, and they're going to mark it down right around the 42-yard line. So he loses 3, makes it a second down and 13 to go for the Rockets.
This has been a tough game to watch. It's just, as you said, no flow to this game at all, and a lot of penalty flags both ways.
Kutzma in motion, and again giving it to Paul. Slips a little bit, but still gets himself a nice gain past the 45-yard line up to about the 47. The third down and about 8 yards to go.
Randolph is not going to go away from their game plan. They're
nope.
They're going to run that ball, interior runs. I don't care if they're down 11 or up by 20. That's what they do.
The 15 seconds left and counting down in the half. Timeout by the back official on the defensive side.
I heard him say my time. I'm not sure what happened.
Oh, when I see a player coming off the field, when
maybe,
they're
could have been an equipment issue.
Yeah, because they're fixing something right now on the bottom of his pants, kind of fixing that right now. Third down and 8 for the Rockets. Looking up the field and another completed pass. Good job. Meredith gets it Up the field, a completed pass.
Wiersma.
Yeah, Wiersma gets kind of the play right there, that little slant from the right side of the field to the left, and just kind of make a short, safe pass up the field, and that ends the third quarter of action. Randolph on the move right now with the 1st and 10, but trailing by 11, 33-22. Back in a minute with more Randolph Rocket football on RP Sports.
Would like to say congratulations, Randolph, on a great season. They'd like to wish the Rockets best of luck in today's playoff game. Since its inception, the Randolph Booster Club has raised more than $250,000 from organized events and donations from members, all which have made their way back to the community for youth athletics. The Randolph Booster Club. Good luck, Rockets, in your game today.
Randolph Family Dental understands families. Dr. Ross Werner and his daughters, Dr. Madeline Werner and Dr. Muriel Werner Didman, are there to take care of all of your family's dental needs. They are committed to the highest level of care for their patients. And Randolph Family Dental is currently taking new patients. Call them at 920-326-3191 or visit them at their new facility at 130 Progress Drive in Randolph. Randolph Family Dental is a proud supporter of Randolph sports.
We are back. Randolph on the drive right now, but they've dug themselves an 11-point hole, down 33-22 as we get into the fourth quarter. Steve Witterhack along with Randy Armgett bringing you the play-by-play. Jeff Sauer on the video streaming. And there we got Carter Meredith going around the left side. He's going to maybe get back to the sticks, maybe a short gain. We've seen him with a lot of success with that simple play like that, but good job stringing that out by the Wolverines, and he gets it right back up to the line of scrimmage, makes it a 2nd down and just under 10 to go for a 1st down.
And again, not to beleaguer the point, but just too many men in the box for Crivitz. Everybody's up there. Tough to get much running room.
Yeah, they're going to pitch it out to Kutzman along the right side. He loses the ball. Ball is loose, and looks like they have a bunch of Wolverines all around it, and looks like they have got the ball back, and they do. Critical error right there. Randolph could ill afford to give that ball up and not get a touchdown at the end of that drive, and they fumble it inside the 40-yard line. So Crivitz will get the ball back on a big turnover there by the Randolph Rockets.
Things go from bad to worse. It's been a penalty-plagued game, and a lot of mistakes and everything else, and now the turnovers are popping up.
So ball's at the 37-yard line of Crivitz. They get it back, and they're up by 11 with a little over 11 minutes left in the ball game. And a couple running teams out there that keep that clock running. Could be a quick fourth quarter.
We're going to see a lot of this young man, I think, here right now.
Safe handoff to their big fullback, T.J. Mueller. Going to pick up 3, maybe 4 yards on the play, make it a 2nd down and 6 yards to go.
Time is against Randolph at this point. They have to get an early stop here and force a punt.
And again, Crivitz coming out of the Northwoods Conference. O'Connell Falls winning the conference 7-0, but Crivitz finishing in 2nd place. Tied with Coleman at 5-2. Figured out that Crivitz is about 2.5 hours away drive-wise from Randolph. And they pitch it out along that right side, and a good job, good pursuit over there. As Tegan Werner tried to get around the corner, but Randolph up to the task that time to keep that from being a positive drive. They lose a yard on the play back to the 40-yard line. Makes it a 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
Once again, no hesitation. Go and attack that ball carrier.
Yeah, that's your job. If he gets by you, then somebody should be back there right after him. But that's the initial thing you should do is come at him hard in the backfield. 3rd and 7 now for the Wolverines. Randolph desperately needs a stop right now. Fake pitch. They're going to do the counter play and get maybe about 4 yards, 3 or 4 yards on the play up to about the 44-yard line.
Well, this will be interesting now. 4th down, and
it's a big chance right here. This is it.
4th and 3 from your own 45. What do you think? Wolverines roll the dice and go for it? They may. Looks like they're going to.
Keeps on rolling, under 9.5 to play. It's fourth down and about 3 yards to go for a first down. Tall receivers out there, left and right. We're taking his time on getting this play off, and they're going to. He's going to go around the right side, and he's going to get taken. It looks like short. He's short of the first down. He's about a yard short. What a great job by Randolph's defense to stop that play.
Solid tackling that time, which we haven't seen all night.
There's too many broken tackles that turned into big plays for the Wolverines, but there they go. That's something that should fire Randolph up. They get a stop, a much-needed stop, and they're going to get it back into Wolverine territory. Well, I don't know, the way that the Wolverines are playing defense out there, you think you might kick one way back and give them a longer field, but Randolph with a short field, 46-yard line on the Wolverine side of the field.
Here comes something to this wide side you'd like to see.
Ben Paul has it, gets taken down, gains about 3, maybe 4 yards on the play. Takes it up to about the 42-yard line. Second down and about 7 yards to go for a first down.
18th carry for Ben Paul. He's right around roughly 90 yards without me totaling it up.
We'll pitch out to Kutzma along the right side, crosses the 40 over the 35, and finally taken out of bounds right around the 32-yard line, and that'll be a first down for the Randolph Rockets. Just a simple play. Get it to your playmakers out there, and Kutzma took care of business. So down to the 32-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Rockets.
You'd like to see the Rockets get the pace up right now a little bit, not just to conserve clock, but also to get that defense on their heels.
Back down to 8:33, stopping with the player going out of bounds. Ben Paul's going to get the handoff, and still fights his way up the field and gets it inside the 30-yard line. Let's say they got it up to about the 29-yard line. He's going to pick up 2, maybe 3 yards on the play.
To get more room in my stat sheet here for Ben Paul. Running out of space.
Yeah, he's been the workhorse. Pitch it out again to Kutzma. He's going to cross the 30, the 25, and it's taken out of bounds right around the 20. So the good news is that'll stop the clock as he comes around that right side and should move the sticks. And it does. 8:03 left here in the ball game, and good job by the Rockets. Good way to go, working on the outside of the field like that, where you can get it out of bounds and stop the clock that way.
Kutzma, 2 identical plays there, 10 yards each time. We'll take that.
1st and 10, ball sitting at the 19-yard line of the Wolverines. And going to get it back again over to Kutzma. He's on his feet, crosses the 10, the 5. Touchdown for the Rockets. Nice little counter play there for the Rockets. Haven't showed that for a while, and he comes back and takes it in from about 19 yards out, a much-needed touchdown, and getting it in a hurry are the Rockets with just under 8 to play. You just take care of business defensively here and see if he can get it back and get the lead back.
I don't know if you saw Miedema blocking downfield, but he actually threw his hands up over his head. He said, I'm not going to get called for a holding on this touchdown out here in space. He kind of blocked with his chest, nothing else.
Two-point conversion, and that's going to be incomplete off the hands of Kutzma. So Randolph does get back within 5 points. Just got to ask it out of your defense again and see if you can stop the Wolverines with just under 8 to play back in 30 seconds. And more Randolph Rocket football on RP Sports.
Brothers Painting of Randolph is a proud supporter of Randolph Rockets athletics. Family owned and operated since 1958, the Roberts brothers have the skills, knowledge, and techniques to get your exterior paint job done right, no matter your painting needs. Roberts Brothers Painting uses the finest materials and equipment to guarantee a professional job that you'll be proud of. For more info, visit robertsbrotherspainting.com or give Hugh or Paul, the Roberts brothers, a call at 326-5103 or 326-6214 for all of your exterior painting needs.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Holman family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Holman.
Okay, we are back at Randolph High School. Randolph did what they had to do. They kept that drive going. They got the score. Missed the 2-point conversion, but still within a touchdown of taking the lead back, sitting now down 33-28. Now everything's asked out of your defense to see if you can stop the Wolverines.
And they have not had a lot of success giving up 33 points, but we saw it last week. They forced their first punt of the game in the fourth quarter.
Just under 8 to play in the ball game. Again, a level 1 contest. You lose, you're done. If you win, you move on to level 2 next week. And you take on the winner of the Lord's Academy hosting Ozaki football game. It's going to get taken at the 35-yard line, and that short kick and 15-yard return will get you right at the 50-yard line. And there you go. With that short kick stuff again, that's going to cost them right now. A short field for the Wolverines.
I don't get that at all. I'm totally confused by that. Only kicking the ball about 18 yards down the field, and even if you fall on it right where it is, you're going to be on the 40.
So that makes the job a little harder for the Randolph Rockets, but the main thing is just stopping and getting that ball back no matter where you're going to get it back, but they got to stop them here in this drive. Down by 5 points, 33-28. We'll play right up the middle. Maybe about a 3-yard gain up to about the 47-yard line. Giving it again to their big fullback, getting those positive yards. Second down and 7 yards to go. Yeah, I said before, gut check time for Randolph, and this is definitely it right now for the defense. Get that ball back.
You could do it with quickly, too. You can't let that clock run down too low.
And to pitch it out to Warner on the right side. He's got some speed over there and still on his feet, but he's going to come up short by a few yards of the first down marker.
He stayed in bounds. Close to going out of bounds, but he stayed in. And
good job by Randolph getting to that a little earlier, and I thought they got to the ball, and they still make it a 3rd down and 4. Ball at the 44-yard line of Randolph.
I say this too often as a broadcaster, but this is a big 3rd down play.
Yeah, it is.
It seems like they're all big. 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. Make the play.
Give it to Mueller again up the middle, and boy, that's going to be close to the first down. See, one of the officials has him a little bit short, and where he's kind of marking it could be a 4th and very short. So just shy of the 40-yard line, where they saying it, so he's going to be a bit short. This is 4th down, and boy, they've got to get a surge up on the line right now for the Randolph Rockets. You got to win that line of scrimmage right now.
And it's tough when you got a fullback that's almost 200 pounds. He's been able to get 3 yards whenever he wanted to, and clock running down. You got to get a stop.
Yeah, that'd be the bad thing if they force a 4th down, but they still get it and let a lot of clock coming off.
Hold it up.
And they're going to get the first down. That's definitely inside the 40-yard line.
exciting volleyball.
Yeah, Claver's going to take it. He's hang on to it, but a flag toward the end of the play. He's going to go all the way down the sidelines and take it down inside the 5-yard line. And
it's going to come back, though.
It looks like his linemen are holding their helmets there. They know it's something on them with a hold or a shove, so that's going to bring that back.
Just allows Crivitz more time to run clock here. That's the negative of that. But yeah, you have to accept the penalty. Push them back. Maybe Randolph. I know you want to save your timeouts for on offense, but you have to get a stop here. Well, these officials, I don't hate knocking on referees and officials, but it just takes them forever to make every call. It's kind of annoying to me. I mean, they talk about it after, it's a holding call, you know. Make the call and not have a 30-second discussion with 3 guys before you decide to signal what it is and march it off. It's really kind of ruining the flow of this football game.
Yeah, it takes it back to the 50. Second down and 20, 21 yards to go for a first down, but still the clock is not in the favor of the Randolph Rockets. 3:50 and counting down in the ball game. Claver pitches it out along the right side over to Werner. He's going to pick up, get maybe about 5 or 6 of those yards back.
Credit Crivitz, they're smart. They're staying in bounds. You could go out of bounds on some of those, and they.
Rockets do call timeout, but now that's kind of the desperate thing you got to do at this time and stop that clock and just hope there's a chance you're going to get it back. I mean, they're sitting at a third and about 15 yards to go for a first down, so I mean the opportunity's there to force them into a fourth down here in this next play, and this is their chance right now. It's definitely the time to call one.
Yeah. If we get a fourth down, it would not surprise me if the Wolverines went for it. I mean, that sounds crazy, but they haven't punted in this game yet, and
we don't know who the punters are for either team. We haven't seen them.
You know, maybe you don't want to risk a long snap. I don't know what it is, but hopefully Randolph can make a stop right here on third down.
This is the one.
This is, again.
The fourth and long and make them make a decision.
I would think you'd have to punt the ball down and hope for the best.
I would. I'd be punting it the way the defense has not been giving up big chunks of yards for the Wolverines. So you think you'd trust your defense, but we'll see what they do, and hopefully that's a decision they have to make. Randolph does have 2 more timeouts left here in the second half. Here we go. Is this a big third down play?
Yeah, I didn't want to be the one to say it this time. But.
Yeah, they're all big now here,
They
and
are.
you don't want your season to end here on your home field. You finally get that draw in the postseason, get a number 2 seed, you get to host a game. And man, you just don't want to drop one at home here to end your season. Big play right now. Third down and almost 16 yards to go. And quarterback Claver is back, rolling out to his left, being chased, looking down the field. Does have a receiver open, and he misses it. He was wide open. That was Jackson Flowers. He was right down at about the 15-yard line. Circled back for it. He was wide open for that ball. He kind of lost the defender, and now makes it a fourth down and 15. Big, huge break for the Randolph Rockets.
Randolph defensive back celebrating, but it wasn't their play. It was just a drop ball. That would have been the first down.
Man, I don't know why they would run a play when it's fourth down and 15, but
they're going.
Yeah, they are setting up for it right now.
Now here you got to be smart if you're Randolph. He throws one up for grabs deep. You just have to knock it down. Don't intercept it.
And looking up the field, that's intercepted. Randolph's got it back at the 35-yard line and sprinting around the right side up at the 50-yard line, still with the ball in his arms. A big-time interception for the Randolph Rockets. Wow. You cannot ask for any more than what happened just there.
Well, he's slow to get up, but Randolph sideline asking for maybe a possible face mask, but it didn't get the call. But
wow, he takes it all the way inside the 45 down to the 44. Big-time interception and getting up.
I said you didn't want an interception, but I was talking about the long bomb down the field. Don't intercept that and go down at the spot. If you're going to pick one off on a shorter 10 or 12-yard pass, that's great action there, and then a good return.
Why don't you punt the ball away?
I don't know. I don't get that at all either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a great play. We're still
and then throw the ball underneath as well.
As Ben Paul on the interception is still down on the field, but man.
Leg cramps, it looks like. They're stretching out those hammies or the calf.
Definitely a key guy, but they are bringing the leg back as they do when they had the cramps. And
it gives Randolph a little time to talk about it here. They can, you know, maybe get 2 or 3 plays called ahead of time so you don't have to go back and huddle up.
It's going to be a little painful. Ben kind of holding behind his head right now, but a big play by Ben Paul. One of your main defenders besides being one of your main offensive players out there. And
Ben's in a little pain. I can see he's
hurting
you're
right
probably
now.
Blocked. I got a little window between the players.
I can see him holding his head.
Yeah. I've had those. They're just nasty. Oh, man. You get a bad one, you can have bruises for a week. Blood vessels and the capillaries in your legs and just break from all the pressure that cramped muscle gives.
You can't ask for any more than that to happen. Getting the ball back at the Wolverines' 44-yard line. You got 3:12 left on the clock, so plenty of time on the clock. And Ben, a
couple of timeouts left, I believe.
Trying to get that loosened up, and that's a guy you need out in that field. If we'll see what happens with him. But he's
doesn't look promising.
Doesn't look good.
You can see he's hoping it doesn't cramp again.
Well, he has been the workhorse tonight, right?
Yeah, he has. I think he has.
He's in some pain right now.
19 carries on offense, and then all the defense as well.
Randolph's got it back now at the Wolverines 44, and they give it to Kutzman on the right side. Breaks some tackles and gets it inside. We got a flag from way back. The back official on the defensive side as he got the ball up for a first down, but big flag at a bad time here if it's against the Randolph Rockets.
Holding
called on the Rockets.
I don't see it. It's unusual to see a hold right at the point of the tackle downfield all the time, and I don't even know where.
Where do they say it happened?
Then
he moved up like 5 yards further up before they started marking it off.
I don't.
That was good. Eagle eyes by the back, the judge on that one.
I mean, that hold has to come way behind the action is what I'm thinking.
Because he did it right at the end of that the play when it was way up past that. Meredith's going to take it. Breaks a few tackles. He's going to get himself about 4 yards on the play, up to about the 44, 43-yard line. Again, the clock keeps on moving.
They have to get some urgency right now. Yeah, too much time here in the huddle. They got to go.
Ben's still being tended to over there. Does not look good for him getting back in this ball game. So you got to do with the guys you got on the field right now. A second down and 9 yards to go. And they're going to take it right up the gut. And gain some more yards on that. Inside the 40 down to about the 37-yard line. Kyle playing fullback right now, gets that handoff and gets it to a third and about 3 yards to go. Down to 2:10 left. It's getting, see Ben kind of walking it off right now. Jeff, thank you. Okay.
I don't think he's going to return.
He's again, Ben, should say Jacob Kyle being the workhorse right now, taking over for Ben. And he gets himself a first down. Now the ball down to about the 31-yard line.
The clock's going to run here.
So the timeout's going to be taken by the Wolverines. Man, this is getting down to the nitty-gritty, and 1:48 left. The timeout taken by the Wolverines. Let's take a 30-second timeout after this. We'll be back with more Randolph Rocket football. Man, they're on a drive right now with time running out.
Marshview Veterinary Clinic is a proud supporter of the student-athletes of the Randolph Rockets. The team at Marshview is happily accepting new patients for wellness and surgery. We're also pleased to offer emergency and urgent care services for pets throughout the community. Dr. Jeff Hookstead, Dr. Jackie McIntyre, Dr. Colby McIntyre, and the friendly staff at Marshview look forward to seeing you and your four-legged companions. Go Rockets!
Okay. Hey, Ben Paul, guess what, is back on the field right now. He's home running back and forth a little bit, and, man, he put his helmet on, and he's back on the field. But, hey, a great job by Jacob Kyle and a couple of runs to put him in this position. 1st and 10 with the ball now sitting right at the 32-yard line.
Okay.
Here we go, everybody. Fasten your seatbelts. We got crazy 148 left.
Clock management huge right now.
Going to pitch it out to Cutsma around the right side, following some blockers. Crosses the 30, and he's taken down inside the 30, and came in kind of awkwardly on that one. Makes it a second down and about 7 yards to go. A 3-yard gain on that one from Cutsma. Clock stops at 1:41 as he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's where you want to kind of get to that outside. Set out of bounds is your timeout. And they're going to give it to Cutsma, and he's going to dive forward to get whatever he can out of it. Makes a little something out of nothing. Gets up to just inside the 26-yard line. Be a third down and about 4.5 yards to go now for Randolph. Down to 124 and counting down. 2 timeouts left for the Randolph Rockets yet in the ball game, so they got that going for them. Ben Paul's going to take it and get himself up to right around the 21-yard line or so. It's going to be close to the first down. No official mark on this one yet. A first down for the Randolph Rockets. Nice job. Ben Paul taking it just far enough to get a first down. Ball sitting right now just the tip of the ball on the 20-yard line. Down to 1:02 and counting down in the game. Kyle in motion. And Meredith's going to keep it around the left side, fighting his way up and gets it up maybe inside the 15-yard line. And we're down to 48 seconds left.
We got to go, boys.
Yeah, with 2 timeouts left yet. And Randolph's keeping the clock moving. And with 40 seconds left, second down and 5 yards to go with the ball just inside the 15-yard line. They pitch it out to Cutsma around the right side. Gets past the tackler, and he gets out of bounds. And looks like he's going to get the first down and everything at the end of this one inside the 10-yard line. And we've got a Wolverine on the ground right now, but a good job by Cutsma. He had a guy kind of going after his feet on that one. He scoots his feet past the defender and gets himself out of bounds and inside the 10-yard line for a first down. Should be for the Rockets.
Nobody's moved any sticks or any. I know there's an injured player, but yeah, there's been no indication. Oh, there's a penalty on the play. I did not see a flag anywhere.
I did not see it either. Oh, no.
So that flag, I just saw him pick it up. That was right in the middle of the field. Right at.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
That brings the ball back to about the 20-yard line. It makes it a second down and 10. Man,
Randolph
deciding it's almost.
I'd like to see him put one in the air right now. I think he got to put
29 seconds left. Rolling out to his right, and here goes Meredith around the right side on his feet past the 15 down to about the 13-yard line. He's going to pick up maybe about 7 yards on the play, and we've got a timeout immediately taken by Randolph with 21.8 seconds left. We're going to keep it right here the rest of the way. It's a 7-yard gain on that carry by Meredith. He said a third down, about 3.5 yards to go.
I don't know what's more important, getting the first down right now or managing clock.
Yeah, 1 timeout left for the Randolph Rockets. And they got it down to the 13-yard line. Third down and about 3.5 yards to go for the Rockets.
1 timeout, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, left for Randolph. So
yep, 1 on the board up there.
Oh, that's what you're looking at.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that earlier. Yeah. Okay, so
2 for them and 1 for us. Here we go, Randolph fans.
Yeah.
And right down to the nitty-gritty here at home at Randolph. We only got 21.8 seconds left on the clock. 3 yards for a first down. Ball sitting right about the 13-yard line of the Wolverines. Like I said, maybe a pass play, and if you drop it, it stops the clock. And you try to get those 3 yards to get that first down.
Yeah, you got to get the first down right here, I think, and then cut it up.
Yeah, they're going to pitch it out to a Kutzma, and
got out of bounds. There we go.
Yep, he got himself out of bounds. Nice
and a
job.
First down.
Inside the 10-yard line. A nice job, smart play there by Nicholas Kutzma. Gets it down to about the 8-yard line. First down, and the clock stops at 15.8 seconds left. Perfectly ran play there by the Rockets. A little option around the right side, and Carter getting the ball out to Kutzma. And he knows what he's done. He's done that a few times in the ball game. Got that ball out of bounds. So a first down and goal. Going to give it to Ben Paul, and Ben Paul is in the end zone. A touchdown for the Randolph Rockets. 8-yard touchdown for Ben Paul. And Randolph has got the lead back at 34-33. Got to make sure you don't have any flags here.
I know. Are you kidding me? Oh, my goodness.
That's maybe
Ben down. He's down again, cramping.
Wow.
Well.
Wow, what a play with now 10.7 seconds left in the ball game.
I did not think there was any way Ben Paul was going to be able to come back in the game with that cramping issue he had. He comes in, scores the touchdown, and now he's cramped up again.
And Paul, he just willed himself to get back on the field, and he makes a difference. Gets himself an 8-yard touchdown. Only 10.7 seconds left in the ball game. Randolph now with a 1-point lead, and they'll try to add a couple more points with a 2-point conversion yet.
Yeah, those 2-point conversions they had on the first 2 touchdowns loom big again. And Ben, he's in a lot of pain.
Because they do have a guy that can kick a field, they can somehow get it down, but within that amount of time, it just mathematically, I don't think that can happen.
Doesn't seem possible unless you get a big kick return, and we did see a kick return for a touchdown already by Crivitz. What a crazy game.
Okay, so Randolph, gets an 8-yard touchdown run from Ben Paul, who was almost looked like he was going to be out of the game for the rest of the way, but comes back and makes a couple of nice runs. Biggest one, that 8-yard touchdown run. And now they're going for the 2-point conversion with 11.7 seconds left in the ball game. Meredith scrambling around the left, being chased, looks in the end zone, and that one is knocked down and incomplete. So here we go. Stage is set, a 1-point lead. That's all you need with 11.7 seconds left.
Playoff football at its best. Even though this game was sloppy, a lot of mistakes, numerous penalties, and yet Randolph able to persevere and just stay in the fight. Just unbelievable. Carter
Meredith already making plans for a fish fry on Friday night next week. And,
Carter Meredith standing up in a wedding.
Yeah, he comes
coming in late.
Just as they're introducing the players, so no warm-up for him at all. He didn't really carry it at all in the beginning of the game, too. They kind of kept him away from doing that. But, boy, what a story to write here if the Randolph Rockets can hang on. Up by 1, 34-33 in this level 1 football game. Let's get a victory at home, boys.
They added about 1 second to the clock right now, and it's. We did see the play with the multiple handoffs here on one of the kick returns. You're going to have to be careful. Everybody stay home.
Okay, Randolph looking to get into that second level. Up by 1 point with 11.7 seconds left. What a great game. Two very equally matched teams, very similar teams from the same offense and battling it out here at Randolph in this level 1 football game. All Randolph needs to do is take care of business. Keep from, they have had a kickoff return already for a touchdown in the ball game, so got that. And just be sure on your tackles right now. They had that runner stopped too, just a little ways up the field, and he ended up going all the way and taking it in from 70, 75 yards out.
Let's see if they squib it here or what they're going to do.
There we go. Sure that everybody's all set here for Randolph. And kicking off will be Caleb Cook. strategy is here for the Randolph Rockets, just kind of punching it up the field a little bit, and that's going to be grabbed and taken down. Looks like Mr. Flowers got it. Jackson Flowers reaching up and grabbing the ball, and 10.6 seconds left. They got those tall 6'6" receivers back there, and they're showing a little, they dodged that one bullet with that. Could have been maybe a game-sealing catch by the receiver down the field and dropped it all by himself.
Yeah, that was Flowers as well. Yeah. He was open as the Randolph defender kind of slipped on the play.
Oh. Okay, so
7 people deep for Randolph.
You got your 2 6'6" receivers, one split out left, one split out right out there with Toma and Jackson Flowers on the other side of the field. And
officials whistling at timeout.
Randolph's going to take, now that they kind of see the set that they had out there, use that last timeout. Good time to take it. 10.6 seconds left.
What a game.
This is an unbelievable football game, and Randolph can pull this out, which they should be able to do. But like I said, pretty game team here from Crivitz on the football field, and Randolph showed a little lack in defending the pass so far in this ball game, the few that they've had to see.
Yeah, this has not been a thing of beauty tonight with all the penalties there has been, and maybe an inadvertent whistle that came in big in this game. And
I want to thank the 160 people out here that want to watch this last 10.6 seconds of the game. They're getting their money's worth, which is free to watch these right on the internet. But again, boy, entertaining game here. What a way to start out the playoffs with a game like this here in Randolph. Anything can happen. So let's see if Randolph can close things up and move on to level 2 coming up next week Friday against the winner of the Lourdes Academy hosting Ozaki game.
Maybe the play of the game turned out to be that interception. Wow, this has been something special.
Yeah, one guy we definitely want to talk to after the game, if he can walk over there, is Ben Paul. Randolph should hang on and win this game, and they're going to head up the field and get in the hands of Toma. A little bit more manageable play. Probably a smart little play to get it up the field quite a ways up to in Randolph territory. 6.5 seconds left on the clock.
Able to get out of bounds. It's
a smart play.
Probably, yeah. I'm thinking unless you run a real quick out at the sideline, this is going to be the last play.
Here we go, Randolph fans. And again, they're going to go to the big guy on the side, Toma this time, getting the catch and getting a little bit more so they can maybe throw one into the end zone. That's what they're going to have to do with 3.2 seconds left. Smart approach here. I really like what I saw from Crivitz and what they did. So it's more manageable. It's at the 36, just outside of the 36-yard line, and then Crivitz is going to talk about it. So you can't ask for more if you're a Crivitz fan out there and watching this game. That was some smart coaching and a couple smart plays to get it up there and make it a manageable play and throw down the field.
Yeah, and gives your high school quarterback an opportunity to get it to the end zone. There's one thing right now, if you're defense for Randolph, you got to know in high school, an interference play is only a 15-yard penalty. It's not going to be spotted at the 1-yard line or something. So if worse comes to worse, you just tackle the guy before he gets the ball, and you take the penalty and you make him go back, and they're going to get an untimed down because the clock will run out. It can't end on a defensive penalty, but. Yeah, do whatever you have to do. If you're down there, just drag the guy down if you think you're at a disadvantage. And as you said, they have 2 6'6" wide receivers.
Yes. Yeah, and they're both out there. Toma and Flowers are out there. Flowers over on this side of the field towards your camera, and Toma on the other side, both 6'6" players. And they are going to be targeted right now if that's what they decide to do with 3.2. This could be the last play and should be the last play of the ball game. Claver gets a snap. The big receiver's heading down the field, trying to buy him some time to get down. They're being chased out of. There's Claver, and he's going to throw it. I don't know if he's passed. And that's going to come up short. Incomplete. And Randolph's going to win. Incomplete. The Randolph Rockets win the ball game 34-33. Coming up short on that pass down by the goal line. And the Rockets are going to move on to level 2 next week against the winner of the Oshkosh Lords against Ozaki football game being played tonight over at Oshkosh Lords. Wow. What an ending. And he got everything he wanted. He got past all the defenders. Claver did to get up to the line of scrimmage to get himself just that a little bit better look up the field, and just came up short on the pass down by the goal line, and Randolph's going to escape here with a 34-33 victory at home, and they're going to stay alive in the playoffs. Wow, what an ending, Randy.
Yeah, what an ending is right. 34-33. I would have never believed it. You know, and we go back right before halftime. Crivitz scores a touchdown, which shouldn't have happened. They come back, they open a second half with a kick return for a touchdown, and things were looking terrible for Randolph. And you know what? It wasn't a thing of beauty, but they persevered, they gutted it out, and that shows a lot of character.
I tell you, Ben Paul, he had all the touchdowns for him here today, but plus that big interception. Yeah. Man, that was just crazy football ending here tonight. And I'm at least going to get down there and talk to Ben Paul and maybe a few other players down there and talk to Coach Tom Chase and see what he has to say about this. But a great victory here at home for the Randolph Rockets, and we'll get some interviews on the field. So stick around, and Randy can maybe give some numbers too while I head down there.
Take a little break here first, Randy?
Let's take a break, Jeff.
Okay.
Let me add things up a
You
little
bet.
bit, please. And
Yep, no worries. Here we go.
For being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat zero-turn mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Wapont Equipment Company in Wapont and Watertown today, your official Bobcat dealer.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Wisconsin.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Do you have an air conditioning cluster? How about a cooling conundrum? When it's humid and 100, don't get caught without the AC. Your comfort is our priority. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Columbia, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. We offer quality American Standard and Coleman air conditioners with a 15-year parts and 10-year labor warranty. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com.
All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, providing your comfort zone for all season.
Visit Ace in the Hole in Randolph to experience a warm atmosphere for a round of golf. They have 2 true golf simulators. Or do you prefer another sport? Test your hitting skills with Rally Baseball. Also enjoy slapshot hockey, breakaway soccer, foot golf, disc golf, bowling, zombie dodgeball, or have a Wild West shootout. Ace in the Hole offers a controlled environment to enjoy your favorite sports all year round. Visit their website at acegolfsims.com.
Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
And Steve with us here at the Other Bar, Main Street in Waupun. We invite people to stop on by. Weather cooling down a little bit here. Hot plate specials are just warming up.
Right, hot plate specials, homemade soups, burger sandwich of the week specials. Check us out here. Check us out on Facebook. All kinds of different things going on. And we've sold so much Oktoberfest, it's starting to transition out a little bit. We'll still have some on tap, but moving into some more heavier, heartier, darker winter-type beers coming in here, too. So check that out also.
Of course, big Wisconsin sports weekend coming up Saturday and Sunday. Pack back in action on Sunday against Denver.
Yep, cheer on the Packers. Always got something going on for the game. Wings, obviously, big thing on Sundays along with the game. Usually a little bit of giveaway specials, whatever they tend to come up with here, and drink specials also with it. So check all that stuff out too.
And homemade pizzas, of course, always on the menu, right?
Homemade pizzas on the menu. Try to get some homemade pizzas out at halftime as long as our kitchen's not too buried. But yeah, it's something that's always good to try out. And obviously we do all that stuff for carryout too, so feel free to call us up and come pick them up. Thanks, Nick. Have a good day.
We'll go to Steve first if we can, whenever you get back.
As soon as it boots up.
Test 1, 2. Check. Yeah.
Okay.
He's good.
We're good, yep.
Okay, welcome back to the field at Randolph, and what a game. 34-33, Randolph knocks off Crivitz here tonight, and boy, came right down to the left of the ball game. All for 4 of them that had to go out with a cramp, came back in to score the winning touchdown in the ball game. Just talk about the bat.
It was wild. I mean, we were up at half, and then back with that opening kick, but we were able to come back without the line though. I said that's not happening.
Yeah, you talk about
come on.
We get through, and then you do your damage after that. So talk about your linemen.
Yeah, I mean.
Let's talk about you coming back in the ball game. We thought like you were in pain. I know you weren't, but somehow you worked it out with that cramp. A couple of good runs, of course, that 8-yard touchdown run you had too. Minutes here in the battle for you to get back on the field again.
Yeah, that cramp just didn't want to come out. He was a great trainer. He knew what he was doing. He got me back in there.
Well, great job. There's talk about that too. What a pick at the right time for you.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting.
Terrible.
The ball.
Well, unbelievable game. About 4 touchdowns for you. The interception to keep. Ben, great job.
Thank you.
Ben Paul, again, fullback for the.
We apologize, folks, for some of the technical difficulties.
Being at a Carter Meredith, and Carter just talked. Because you didn't get a chance to warm up.
Yeah, I did. I was standing all day, sweating.
But it's a pretty physical game. I know some.
I don't know what's going on.
The guys are battling the linebacker defense, and talk about there was a pretty physical game. It always is when you're a linebacker, but just talk about playing against Crivitz here tonight. The little game you played.
I had own linemen on me every single play. I had to battle through them every single to try to get to the ball. But 15's a hard runner. He'll come and hit you.
Yeah, I know they like you. The big running back that Mueller coming out the middle. But again, let's talk about your defense and the other guys around you too.
Well, it's not all me. All the other guys make big plays. I just try my best. I do my part. Everyone else does their part. I I stuff up the holes, and then everyone else does the rest, you know?
Okay, well, you played a great game out here, and your defense did, so a great job, Jonathan.
Thank you.
Okay, Jonathan, those fun guys, and we got to move a little closer here.
Yeah, we're gonna try that.
Is that
Bring
better?
Steve a little.
Yep.
Right here? Right here? Okay. Okay, and yeah, we're going to talk to Nick Kutzma right now. And again, some big plays for you here tonight. The clock management became kind of a thing, and you got the ball in some nice little passes and some little pitch outs around the side here, and you got yourself out of bounds to stop the clock, and that was big for your team to keep those seconds on the clock every.
Yeah, we this our 2-minute offense, and I knew we got inside, and I had block in front of me. I could just go.
Let's talk about what game was against this Crivitz. It's be a pretty tough league there at the Northwoods, and it's like a physical battle.
We came to hit too. We won it.
And let's just talk about your team. It was a good, nice team victory here tonight, wasn't it?
Proud of my guys. We did what we did. Had good blocking, good running. We just executed.
Yeah, you got past round one. Is that the first time you guys in 10 years? So, well, congratulations, guys. Wherever you play, right here. Hopefully next week, and a great victory. Enjoy that tonight, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Thank you.
Okay, players for the Randolph Rockets. We'll see if we can get Coach Tom Chase with us too, just real quickly. Okay, and Coach, boy, what a victory here, and what a show you put on for the Randolph faithful. Let's talk about the game and your thoughts on it.
First of all, Crivitz is a really good football team. We knew coming in they were going to be really good. They run our flex bone much like we do, and they're very good at it. Number two, the resiliency of this group of kids is just incredible. We're down by 11, and it's like, let's do it, and they did, So they hung together and got it done. So just so proud of these guys, proud of the seniors, because they didn't want to go home. They wanted to keep playing, and we get that chance now.
Boy, what a big play, Ben Paul. What a game! 4 touchdowns and gets a big interception. Besides, gets a winning touchdown. You can't ask for a better game if you're a high school football player.
No, and Ben he loves football, and he keeps playing all the time. He doesn't quit. He's just a great kid, and football is his game. He loves everything about football. We're so proud of him and so happy to have him.
Coach, congratulations. A great victory here tonight. We'll see you next Friday night. You didn't hear who won the other football game yet, did you?
Did not yet. So no, we don't know for sure who it's going to be.
Okay, congratulations.
Yep, thank you. Appreciate it.
Coach Tom Chase joining us here after the ball game, but an impressive victory again, 34-33 Randolph winning tonight at Randolph High School, and we'll see what happens. We'll find out who won the game with Lourdes and their opponent here tonight, and we'll be able to find that out. I don't know if we found that out or not yet.
Yeah, Oshkosh Lourdes won.
Oshkosh Lourdes won. Lourdes. Yeah, okay, Oshkosh Lourdes won in that ball game. So I'm not sure if we're staying on any longer, but again, an exciting football game. Honored to get to call that tonight, and Randolph winning 34-33 over a very good Crivitz team. We'll send it back up to you.
Got some numbers there, Randy, for us?
I do. We'll do that quickly, and we'll get you guys out of here. Again, apologizing for the technical difficulties we've had tonight. So, first off, Carter Meredith, 14 carries, 75 yards. Again, everything's unofficial. Ben Paul, I had him for 20 carries, 102 yards, 4 touchdowns, and the big interception on the night. Nicholas Kutzma, 15 carries, 104, and a touchdown. Jacob Kyle, 8 carries, 31 yards. A couple of them came when Ben Paul was out with the cramp. In the second half there, he did a nice job, got 12 yards from that fullback position on 2 carries that kept drives going. Carter Meredith, 4 of 7 on the night passing, 66 yards. He had a 2-point conversion that way. In the receiving, Nicholas Kutzma, 2 catches. He had a 27 and a 16-yard catch. And Levi Wiersma with 2 catches. He had an extra point, 2-point conversion, and also a 13-yard catch. So congratulations. And we did find out Oshkosh Lourdes did win the game tonight. I believe the score was 33-21 in that game. So they'll be back here again next Friday.
Yep, they'll be back here, so we're all set up.
Yeah, you're off, Steve. So, again, apologize for some of the technical difficulties tonight. Thanks to our sponsors doing a great job, and thanks for sticking with us and watching tonight. Appreciate everyone.
Thanks to our sponsors in today's game. Holman Auto Sales, National Exchange Bank and Trust, New Medical Center, Waupun Equipment Company, All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. The Other Bar, Dentistry of Wisconsin, C. Bruxma Electric, American Family Insurance Agent, Christine File, Ergo Bank, The Boathouse, Randolph Family Dental, Ace in the Hole, Randolph Health Services, Marshview Vet Clinic, and Roberts Brothers Painting.
The complete broadcast schedule can be found at RadioPlusInfo.com.